I'm such a badass. My shoes aren't even tied right now. I'm so cool. I feel like such a rebel. Slipper wet, welcome to the broadcast. Drip, welcome to the broadcast. I don't know where I got all this energy from, but I am moving so fast. Maybe it's the 10 Coca-Cola cans that I had this afternoon. Pretty sure I had about 10 out of the 12 of that 12 pack. So I'm not feeling any in my feet, even though they're probably searing in pain under all the caffeinated numbness. This could become fun very easily and very quickly. There's some kid in front of me, and he's been in front of me for like 5 blocks. He's like super paranoid. He's like trying to make it look like I'm following him. He doesn't know anything else to do. And I have to admit to you, it's really fucking annoying. But welcome to Hollywood. And that's how you shake them. The moment you call them out, they stop dead in their tracks and they're like, I don't know what's going on. Oh my God, it's my dad. Anyway. So yeah, it turns out another person who just wanted to pretend to be my friend isn't my friend, and that's fine with me. He's a piece of shit anyway. But I got a couple of them that are. And it's good, you know? I just get disappointed when people just refuse to live up to the standards they agree to, you know? When they get hit by a car, I'm not going to pick them up. That's about where I'm at. Truthfully, I'm not. They would like to see me dead in a ditch. So if something happens to them, it's not on me. I'll say it the way they say it. It's not their job. Well, then it's not my job either. Now, I will go to the middle of the street and give them my last cigarette so they can smoke before they pass away. But that's about all I'll do. So the Escape Hotel is having an event. I would flip my camera, but there's like 100 people. I don't want to like put everybody. We'll do this. Let me show you the line without showing you the line. They're like super paranoid tonight because this is an area where there's usually like fights and stuff. So the people that work the street are like a little nervous, a little up in arms. Did I pass the bathroom? Oh my gosh, I did so good today. Normally, when I'm live streaming, I'll go like 5 or 6 blocks past the bathroom before I realize that I passed the bathroom. But today, I only went about half a block past the bathroom before realizing that I passed the bathroom. I'm so proud of myself. Yeah, so I would have the money to go into the Escape Hotel tonight, but unfortunately, someone's just really upset. One of my fans is really upset that they lost when they tried to set me up. So, like, I'm sorry, don't be a scumbag. You know, don't be the criminal, and maybe instead of you, the criminal will get in trouble. And so that starts with you not being a criminal, so that your mental compass and your moral compass is on a more criminal, so that your mental compass and your moral compass is on a more the criminal, and then you can put the criminal away. But when you are the criminal, you're going to have, you know, an inaccurate mental moral compass, and you'll point it at someone that isn't a criminal that you're just jealous of, and then you'll end up going to prison. It happens plenty in my life. So I don't go after the criminals. They just happen to go to prison when they bother me. That's not my fault. I'm just a very easy trap for gullible criminals. Anyone in here?
You would be smart to think it's me, but it's not. Where is he? He's under a bridge? What is this stuff above him here? I need James to kind of take the wheel right now, though. I'm still not ready to stream right now. So James, my boy, turn your audio back on. Let's did he say he was going to a boxing class? Is it like a Fight Club boxing class where they're meeting under, what is this thing? Like a farming silo? It looks weird, right? Does it look weird to you guys? Is he talking in this one?
That's how they treat.
Kinda. Come on, James. If I refresh his if I refresh this, he's gonna freeze. But I might be able to pause and then play it. Which usually gets things going. Might just have to wait a second. Wait a hot second. Hello, Zaddy. Hello. Come on, James. We'll pause it for a hot second. Play. Don't make me switch to OBS. I was happy. I was super happy. I was like, we don't need OBS today. Not today, Satan. Not today. It's gonna make me switch. It's gonna make me switch. What if we do this? Brat Demure. Brat Demure. 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 Alright, let's start again. Brat Demure. Brat Demure.
That's not.
Demure. That's the fucking. Okay, what about this?
Really trashed it.
Hey!
And like less than 12 hours ago, it was completely clean. I was very disappointed to open the porta potty and just see piles of shit on the floor and a poster. I guess somebody found like a giant poster and tore they literally tore the plywood off the wall with the poster and put it in the porta potty. So, yeah. And I just wanted to show you guys so that because last year I went to the bathroom and it was all fucked up. And then I came out and they were trying to give me shit as if I did something to it. So like I said, I've learned to just make sure that shit like that stays on camera. Because I ain't dealing with it later. That's for sure. Jay, thanks for the hearts. And I'll be real with you. The beef that I don't really have a beef with the Hollywood Partnership. I don't. I fucking love those guys. I'm not going to lie to you. The beef that I have with the scumbags that are being corrupt is when they try to blame me for shit I didn't do. That's the only issue I have with anybody in town is when people try to blame me for shit I didn't do. I don't like that. Don't even give me credit for good stuff that I didn't do, because I'm busy living my own life, taking credit for my own accomplishments. I don't want yours. No offense, but I live my own life. But on another note, like I said, it's just disappointing because people will come into that bathroom, and I highly doubt that there's tourists going to that porta potty and fucking it up. I really doubt that there's tourists that would go into the restroom and just trash it. I just feel like that's really unlikely. So I'm just disappointed in seeing people doing that shit, because then we have tourists trying to go in the bathroom and use it, and it's all fucked up. Or you have a regular local who ain't involved in all the problems or the drama go to use it, and it's all fucked up. Fred, thanks for the hearts. Hammerhead, thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the beans. I appreciate you. Hello. You're welcome. Yes. Slipper, welcome to the broadcast. And now it's a vibe. All right, well, the sun's going down, so like I don't really need to have my mismatched outfit going on right now. I can kind of just put this away for the moment. Okay, back to normal for like 5 seconds or more if I'm lucky. I'm so used to just putting shit down, but I actually get to keep shit now. It's kind of nice. Sweet, welcome to the podcast. See, I'm such a nice guy. One of the tough guys that runs on the street here just tried to pull me in his direction, and I ignored him instead of punching him in the teeth. I told you, I do have some form of ethical, moral compass. I do. I make mature decisions, and I walk away from violence. That's what I was taught to do. That's what I was raised to do. He goes, where are you headed to? I am going to walk in a circle because I got 86% battery? God damn it. Well, I was just at like 95%, so I don't know how that happened, but we're going to live stream until my battery's like dead. Then I'm going to go back to my friend's house, and we're going to just plug in for tonight and go to bed. And mind our own business. We're going to do that too. Miss T, welcome to the broadcast. Kevin, welcome to the broadcast. John, welcome to the broadcast. Yeah, that's the other piece of it is last year, I try to tell people some of the stuff that I told you guys about that we're not rehashing, we're not going back there. But I'm like, no, I am the real thing. I wasn't lying to you. Stuff a legend. Don't play with me. And they didn't believe me. And then I left so I could be away for when everything fucking hit to the people who were treating me like shit. And then I came home and, pretty much all the people that had fucked with me, they kept their head down when they saw me or they bowed to me or took a knee. And I'm not exaggerating. So we kind of went backtrack on that because that's a little far, kind of freaks people out. And now it's kind of at a point where I'm saying like, I'm standing my ground. And I'm saying if we're going to do the news thing, we're doing a positive news thing. Because if you do a negative news thing, I will rain down hell fire from the gods. And I mark my words on that. You ask Oklahoma what happened when they tried to defame me. It didn't work out for them. It wouldn't work out here. This is my home. I'm not leaving. So you want to say something good? I'm all ears and I'm open to an interview. You say something negative, you can kiss your business goodbye. I don't care how long you've existed or how long you've been doing it. You will go out of business. Try and find out. It happened overnight.
What happened to him? To Oklahoma.
So,
the state of Oklahoma is fine. James got fucked up in Oklahoma.
And I say I'm gifted by God to be able to do what I do, and because I don't have any other way to explain how I'm able to do what I do. But there's people somewhere, got to be people somewhere looking out for me or something, because I can't really explain it. But I could tell you it's real, and I demand.
He was originally arrested in Oklahoma, and I gotta take my shoes off.
I want respect. As far as the rest of it, I'll get it myself.
I'm still not back. I'll
make money myself. I'll make friends myself. But respect is something that I will get, and if I don't get it, then do your best to stay away from me. If you're not going to give me respect. Babu, thanks for the follow. What's up? Katrina, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for the hearts. I've gotten over my insecurities where I don't really mind being laughed at and stuff. Like I'm kind of used to that. It just happens. Like some people will pick on me or, they think me insecure or immature just because I have a very docile nature comparative to my role in society. My role in society to what I do in society. I'm like out here all the time, but I'm kind of like personally in trouble. That's just the way it is. Cola. There's a lot of caffeine in Coke. I love Coke. I mean, caffeine. I'm kidding. That was a drug joke. I thought it was hilarious because there's 4 white cars. 5. That was a Brad Pitt move. I'm so proud of myself. Moving on. That's where we're going with this. So that's where we're going. Word finally got back to bro. Okay. Testing my tenacity. Well, you know what? I will take your 1.5 out of 10 and I will match you with a 0.5 and just say yes to dinner. How's that sound? You can't put it in my butt, but we can be friends. Welcome to the broadcast. We're going to be real quiet. I'm not going to tell anybody. We may be live on the internet in public, but it's a secret. The whole thing is a big secret, I swear. I'm not actually making fun of anyone. I just feel comfortable to make a joke. Yeah, dude, that thing's cool. You ever just want to take stuff from people that owe you, and then you remember that kind of would make you a criminal? I'm feeling that right about now. Like I'm out of cigarettes, and I'm like, that guy owes me $20. That guy owes me $10. That guy owes me $100. That woman owes me a beer. My birthday's on Saturday. Did I mention that? Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I like get ignored for my birthday, I'm honestly gonna say fuck you. I'm gonna delete all my social media.
I'm late too.
And I'm just gonna go mainstream. And the next time you hear from me is gonna be when you have to talk to people that you don't want to talk to.
Should I use this one?
Just to try to talk to me. Which you then won't, because I will probably remember your first, last name, your face, and where you come from based on your accent. And yes, when you text, you do have an accent.
Do you?
Anyway.
I don't know about that.
I'm in beast mode tonight. I don't know why. I got a vendetta out of nowhere for no reason. And I'm just vindictive. What? I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm going through menopause. Maybe I'm on my period. Maybe I'm just being a dick. Maybe all the above. But by the end of the night, I'm sure I will either get punched in the face or get offered, something. But we're going to find out. We're going to keep the Hollywood partnership on their toes tonight.
Really? Oh, come on, dude.
They love it. They do. What I'm really doing is helping them to train up their new guys because they got like half staff of new guys. So we're going to have some fun tonight while staying out of trouble. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the cartons of milk. Thank you for the beans. Thank you for the money. I love me some money. Some birthday money. It's good stuff. Look at that Diet Coke. And cut for your Diet Coke break. I'm sorry, I'm a badass. I don't do diet.
Okay. Why did you freeze, James?
Moon Lily, thanks for the follow.
Don't hear anything over here.
I'm just walking around like violently, just shaking my hat as I walk for no good reason. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I have my hat in my hand and I'm just shaking it. Excuse me. Or do this.
Like, what's happening right now? Okay.
Moving on.
Can you guys hear him?
Can
you guys hear what he's... No? Probably not, right? Probably not because shit's just not working.
Has anyone made plans for Saturday yet? Yes, I plan to go boxing. It's gonna be so much fun. I got so much.
Let me just take these out. And then it's so it should have been working. Hold on.
That's the likelihood because I suck at boxing.
Okay.
I'm high.
I just fucked up like the whole other recording because for whatever reason, even the Bluetooth was off. It connected to the fucking phone here, then this other laptop, and then when I went back to this laptop, the audio just wasn't working at all for me. Maybe it was working for you. Hopefully, I'm just Jesus Christ.
Stance. I'm used to either leaning real far back on my one foot, or I'm used to like leaning real far forward.
Never done that
with
like
my feet. So like, there's a specific way you have to stand when you're boxing. And I am not good. Like I'm more freeform, right? I'm not
fucking testing. I'm more mad than James is today.
So structured, and I didn't realize just how structured boxing is. So like, yeah. So they were teaching me how to stand and how to just throw punches, and I'm not good at it, but it's okay. I'm gonna get better over time. I'm gonna get pounded for my birthday. No, I'm gonna probably have a whole bunch of people that are jealous of my fame tell me they're gonna give me birthday money and then never come through at all. And then I'm gonna go hang out with a friend of mine and go boxing, and he's famous too, and we're cool and you're not. I'm just kidding.
Who's this famous boxing friend?
But yeah, we're actually gonna go have a really good time, and then hopefully there's two other friends that I want to see on my birthday, and even if I just say hi to them. And then that's pretty much it. I don't really have any plans for my birthday. And I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I spent like a lot of my money on cigarettes. So I'm like, fucked. And then I made enough money to buy another pack of cigarettes. But then my buddy, who's bought me a ton of shit, he ran out of money for the month. So I was like, there you go. So all my cash is gone, which is okay.
James is selfless like that, you know?
ID, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for large. GS, welcome to the broadcast. Peaches, welcome to the broadcast. And the nice thing about being able to rely on the government is like, I don't have to give a fuck whether or not I have any money because I know more is coming. It's also the nice part about having a job. It's like you can run out of money and know that your life isn't over, you know? It's like, oh, there's more coming.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? Who's that? Facebook. Retro. All right. It's me moseying along, waving my bucket hat at people, being a dork. So they're all lined up down at Pantages. They're all lined up the road at, where is it? Where are they lined up? Fuck. Where were they lined up? Oh, yeah. At the Escape Hotel place, whatever the fuck that thing is that I haven't gotten to go into yet. And then they're lined up down here at this theater, which the name of this theater continues to escape me. I never remember. John, what's up, dude? Got a friend who is Golden Glove amateur champ. That's cool. You know what I don't? Yeah, okay. Should we complain about Hollywood tonight? Should we talk about all the things we don't like? Since I'm always talking about what I do like. I don't like the poising. I don't like the, like, I know this person or that person. I'm cool because of this reason. I'm just over here like, so like, what'd you have for lunch? I honestly, that's my, like, somebody be like, I knew Prince. And I'm like, I ate a salad today. Like I actually ate organic today. I'm really proud of myself. And they're like, my best friend is best friends with Brad Pitt. And I'm like, Taco Bell is actually doing half price burritos. Pretty sick. And they're like, that's boring. And I'm like, I don't care. I like tacos. I like burritos. So we just don't talk about the same things, but that's okay. John says, what's the plan for tonight? The plan is to kick ass and take names. What's your plan?
No,
I'm in a mood to hunt down the person that fucked up I'm in a mood to hunt down the guy or whoever that fucked up the porta potty tonight. God's honest truth, I have a vendetta about it. Somebody fucked up
That's
the
his
only
vendetta?
porta potty that like everybody has to use on the Walk of Fame. And I'm really pissed off about it. And I guarantee you before the end of the night, if I walk around long enough without a cigarette, I'm going to find that person. What am I going to do to that person? I will probably grab him or her by the ear or the hair, depending on how long their hair is, drag their ass all the way to the porta potty, and I will force them to clean it.
James, how are we going to find out who did it? We're going to start interrogating random people?
You don't have any proof, documented or undocumented. I already know when your cameras flip for your recordings and when stuff, I know what businesses have their recordings saved long term and what businesses have their recordings on a loop. So I will drag their ass to the bathroom. But this time I will put it on live stream if I find them. That way you guys have documented proof. And then we can really find out if there's a goal or a conspiracy to get me in trouble or not. Because if I grab somebody by the hair and drag them all the way to the porta potty to clean the shit they did, and I don't get in trouble, then I'm in the clear for sure. There's no way of denying that I am in the clear if I get away with that.
James, this is a terrible fucking idea. You're not in the clear. Just search James. What is he?
John says I had a chicken sandwich. It was pretty delicious. Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
like I said,
not as mad
my one
as
friend
James?
that pretty much always
That's
buys me
insane.
food for no reason, even when I try to
That's insane.
stop her from buying me food. And then I'm like, I'll buy you food. And she's like, now I'm going to buy you twice as much food. I'm like, fuck you. She wants to hang out tonight. So
Yeah, I hope he only accuses the guy who actually blew up the bathroom. What did they do in the bathroom? They just like shit everywhere?
we'll see what happens. I already told her no, but also, hi, welcome to the broadcast. Dollar Tree, welcome to the broadcast. Because people just like to cause issues, breaking stuff. It's so annoying. Like, people need to use the porta potty. And then so one day somebody pulls the fucking seat off of it. So there's not even a seat on the port. Like, if you saw when I showed you guys, there's not even a seat on the porta potty. And then it's all covered in gang graffiti. And then they took a freaking poster and put it in there and smeared shit all over the floor. Like, you don't have to do that. It's not a necessity. There are other choices we can make that don't include fucking up someone's ability to poop. Some people just want to poop. Ask Swolio. Ask that TikTok guy, right? He's always talking about pooping. There's nothing wrong with pooping. Unless you're pooping on the floor and you're not an animal. You know, if you're pooping on the floor and you're not an animal, there might be a problem. I suppose that's just my opinion. 101 says, I'm not sure what I'm in the mood for tonight. I'm in the mood for justice. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I really sounded like Batman, and the kids were like, Batman? They're like, not me. Sorry. They're like, Ben Affleck? I'm like, no, just an alcoholic. I'm just kidding. All right, where are we at? Coco Puff over the broadcast. Sean says, why is it your job to find the person who destroyed it? Well, last year when I got to Hollywood and I moved in, my first experience was mostly with like a whole bunch of people that I hadn't gotten to know yet. And like, I didn't really have anybody in my life at that point. So I was doing a lot of trauma bonding. So I made a lot of friends with a lot of people that I normally wouldn't even associate with or wouldn't associate with me. And I was very blessed for it. So yeah, so like I became a very responsible individual. I kind of like took a whole bunch of people under my wing, and I was just like looking out for everybody, and I didn't tell anybody about any of it. And now it's over. Yeah. And so like every now and again something will happen, or I'll be worried about somebody, and I just go off about it because it's so weird. Like, I passed on the baton, so it's no longer my job, but I don't know what to do with myself. So I'm just, trying to let go. This is me just letting go of things as quickly as possible. Thank you for the 500 hearts. Jay, thanks for the 500 hearts. Billy says, how are we going to know who the bathroom bandit is? I don't know. We may find the turd burglar. We may not. But one way or another, it's going to be okay. Hollywood Batman. Not me. I have met somebody that I would compare to Hollywood Batman. but I would not say that I am Hollywood Batman. I'm more like Hollywood me, like just non-superhero, just like a regular person that's like, oh my God, there's a guy walking down the street in a costume. Someone call 5150 because there's somebody walking down the street in a costume. So yeah, just kidding. Ross, welcome to the broadcast. Max, welcome to the broadcast. Billy goes, interrogate people? I don't really interrogate people. I kind of just mind my own business and don't bother them. And then I just let them tell on themselves because they're really good at it. Most people nowadays are psycho-emotionally conditioned to confess like to shit that they do. So if you just see like that, dumb. She just confessed to a crime. So pretty much all, and so did he. So pretty much all you have to do, I'm telling you, like, I'm just like, all you have to do is just mind your own business and stay like away from people, but also attract them in your direction at the same time. And they will literally just start confessing to crimes with their behavior. I'm not even kidding you. So if you want to get people away from you, it's very easy. All you have to do is stay away from them. And then they will try to bother you. And then they will get taken away. And it's very
Freezing.
interesting.
There we go.
Now to them, instead of just say, why are you bothering me, right? Instead of just say, why are you bothering me, right? From I learned how to do this, and I've become very good at it. The other night you said you were retired. What did I mean? Well, like in the proverbial sense, I'm retired from like stuff that I can't talk about. Non-criminal, non-law enforcement, non-Batman behavior, just stuff like that I would do to help to increase the value and peace within the society.
He said, I'm retired, not the R word. That's what he said.
I'm a selfish prick that wants to be famous. So that's it. Billy goes, oh, like eavesdropping in Assassin's Creed, the popular video game. It's kind of like ear hustling, except not being a piece of shit or actually using any information against people. So like I listen to everything that goes on around me. I just don't use it. I just collect the information to get to know people. And then eventually when they approach me, I know exactly what to say. And they think I'm like this suave, amazing guy because I've just been listening for months. And then they want to be my girlfriend or my boyfriend. And they end up usually just being a fan. Because most people don't understand me and I'm alone in this world. But it's okay. John says, some people dressed up in combat petty crimes in Seattle. There has to be one in Hollywood. No, there really isn't, because here, if you dress up in a uniform or a costume and you combat crime, the police show up, they put you on the ground, and they put you in a smock, and then they take you away forever.
You think he's drunk? Maybe. I don't know.
It's forward. We'll say it that way. Very focused forward. So there's not a lot of vigilante justice around here. I did the one day see something pretty badass. So the scumbag homeless guy was harassing the security over at Buffalo Wild Wings. And then now I'm telling you this because this is legal. It wasn't a crime for him to do it. And he can't sue because he'll get really fucked over. But this guy was just being an absolute scumbag. And I'll tell you what, so the security guard was Latino and the scumbag was white. And I was walking by and the security guard automatically assumed that I was going to take his side. So he was like ready to fight me. And so he came up and this guy was like fucking with him. Not roundhouse, but like he side kicked him. Like he came up in a horse stance, came forward and boom, just pushed him. And he kicked him almost right into the street. And everybody was like, oh my God. Right. And so this guy did that, right? He kicked him so hard, he probably even cracked his ribs. And I'm not going to lie to you, the scumbag motherfucker earned it. He deserved it. He was fucking with people, fucking with customers. He thought he was funny. He's like, oh, I'm homeless, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. And it really pissed me off because like I've been in those positions and it is so hard to get any respect because of fuckers like that.
Plot twist. It was really James the whole time. He's telling a story about himself, I bet you.
He's like, bro, his hands are up. I shit you not. Like, he thought we were about to go. And I looked at him dead in the face. I said, thank you. And I kept walking. And that was the end of that. But very impressive. Very, very impressive. Jackie, thanks for the hearts. Moonshine, welcome to the broadcast. Hammerhead, what's up? Thank you for the gifts. But I'll tell you what, that is the kind of thing that you see in Hollywood. And it's like, when I saw that, it was like a fucking TikTok, bro. I'm not even kidding you. It was like something you see on TikTok. He sidekicked the guy, knocked him right to the ground, and then just like turned around, brushed his arm off, like brushed his nails off on his shirt, and just went back to standing the way he was before he kicked the guy down. And honestly, if you weren't paying attention, you would have missed it and just thought the guy fell over himself, because it literally happened in like 7.5 seconds. It happened so quick you didn't even see it. It was pretty cool. Holy shit, that looks very real. I honestly thought that was a real person. There's a giant clown in the one vinyl. You know what? Let's go look at this. I actually want to. Let me see if she'll let me put it on camera. Give me 1 second. Hello. Can I put your clown on my live stream? I just want to. Can I open my camera just to the? So that's my friend Sam. He's giving me a place tonight, and he's probably gonna fuck me right in the butt.
Beautiful, James.
Yeah, they're all new. This is going to be a lot of fun. Nordic, welcome to the broadcast. Yeah, that was hilarious. Thank you. Are you know what? I'm pretty damn good with this. I've been doing this a long time, but I don't know if I'm this good. Let me find out. Did you go onto my TikTok profile and you were like checking my shit out? Was that you? I saw the one that was like Norwegian or something. Was that you? Thanks for the hearts. I just want to see if I'm still that good. Like that I could pick somebody out like that. John goes, that's a clown from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Yes. Bro, I'm not going to lie to you. Not too into a whole lot of older movies. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I could watch that movie over and over again. I don't know why. But yeah. And I'm not just saying that because there was a clown in there. I really have watched that movie like 8 times. And I don't know why. Nordic goes, I did. Yes. You, I will say, are cute as fuck. And I'm very proud of you for taking the initiative. I do the same thing with people that I follow or, see on the internet. So I do the exact same thing. Like, I'll just go creep the profile. I'm like, I want to follow them, but I don't want them to think I'm weird. And then I realized, like, wait, this is TikTok. And the moment I look at their profile, that they get a notification that I looked at it. And then I get all paranoid and like social anxiety ridden, and it's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. It's a cult classic. It is though. Allie, welcome to the broadcast. Nordic goes, same. Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought about following you, but then I'm like, it's probably a bad idea. Like I said, so I didn't. And I don't blame you if you don't. That's fine. Yeah, so what I'll do, and it's a pretty smart thing, you learn this from me, and I've actually kind of started doing this on my own, I can't say that I got it from anyone, is go platform you want to use and follow the people whose content you want to watch, then start liking it, and then unfollow the people that are going to treat you like shit and start stalking you and stuff like that, and then trying to say that you're stalking them. You unfollow them, and then your content will continue to show up in their.
What'd you talk? Okay, I'll check after.
And then your content will continue to show up in their feed, and their content will continue to show up in your feed, so you can continue watching their content without them saying, "Oh, he's following me." So their content will show up in your feed, and you won't be looking at their profile for them to screenshot and tell all their friends that you're being a creep when you're not. So there you go. Girly girl goes, sounds like me. I'm an overthinker. I'm not an overthinker. I just have a lot of female friends. So, yeah, I have learned to be a very in-depth and complex thinker. Man of War, welcome to the broadcast. Remember, I spent pretty much every minute with one singular woman for about 3 years. And so I am very good at deep thinking. Very good at deep thinking. Winter Fresh, welcome to the broadcast. Jackie, 100 hearts. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, James on how to make 17 cents a day via social media is priceless. He's making way more selling cigarettes. I guess, yeah, this is his real job.
Oh, yeah. That's not a threat or a promise. It's just how nature works. Like what happens when you have what happens when you have an apex or an alpha who's getting what they need and then all of a sudden they don't. Bad things happen. Because then the individual, whatever animal it might be, has to go out and get what they need, and they have to put in extra effort, so it kind of brings out those more those evolutionary instincts that haven't been activated for quite a while, right? So it just comes out of you, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh God, I wish I just did this, or I wish that they don't. Not a good situation. So we just do it.
The browser's worse. Let me see. Because, like, I'm looking at it on the recording. The recording isn't, like, doing this. But the browser version's doing this. Why is it being so nefarious? Why nefarious, James? Why nefarious? I'm scared to refresh it. What did we do last time? We clicked on his profile and then we just came back, right? Might have to do that again. Let's see. Scared. Scary. Scary.
And I am not going back to beast mode. There isn't anyone in Hollywood that wants me to go back to beast mode. So we're going to figure something out.
When he's not smoking,
I'm being
he
as
has
patient
trouble
as I am
fake
possibly
viewers.
able to be. And my expectations are minimal, like I said.
I have a spooky
So, yeah.
background now. Look, if we how do I do this?
And mostly people are kind of just telling me, they're like, bro, your only issue is that you need another cigarette. And then when I don't have cigarettes, they're like, you don't need cigarettes, you need to have sex.
Spooky.
And I'm like, I don't think I do. And they're like, dude, you're like raging. And I'm like, I know I'm raging. And they're like, well, that's what happens when you don't have sex. You start raging. I'm like, well, then I've been raging for years. So, and I guess I have been. I really have been raging for years.
Incel rage.
I don't know what to tell you. What I can tell you is it seems like I have this curse that anytime I go, no, I'm not going to say that because that's just going to sound fucked up. We're going to leave that alone. Where are we at? Before I get ahead of myself, we're going to slow on down. All right, where am I at? Like I'm literally walking in like, I'm not kidding, I'm walking in a fight stance. I'm like, I don't even know why. Like I'm not even angry at anyone. I'm just like literally just in like feral survival mode. I don't feel threatened. I'm not in a state of fear. I don't feel like I have to fight someone or something. I'm just literally walking as though I'm carrying, a semi-automatic rifle. Like I'm just walking that way. And I can't really help it. And I don't know why I'm doing it.
I don't think
but I guess I'm just like talking about it because I want to like psychoanalyze myself and figure out why I'm doing it. And
he's no John or Daisy.
And figure out how I could like reprogram my brain to like disengage from that form of muscle memory activation and like get more in tune with just walking like a normal person. but I'm trying. Maria, thanks for the follow. Curly Girl, thanks for the follow. Moonshine says, very true. Great thought processing. I try. Friend, welcome to the broadcast 101. Is Hollywood the place you stayed the longest? Hollywood is home. Guys, after like, let's just say when I became single, we'll say it that way. When I became single, instead of being married for the rest of my life, I decided that I was going to find home. And when I came to Hollywood, I expected everything to be shallow. And it wasn't. It was the opposite of shallow. And I am never, ever leaving this place except to travel. I have found my home. No matter what, I have found where I belong. So yes, I have been, yes, actually, believe it or not. Oh, for the love of God. California has been my home. Hollywood has been my home for roughly 16 months. And I have never stayed anywhere except where I grew up as long as I've been here. Like I've been places for like 5 or 6 months, but like Hollywood, California is officially my home to the degree where I'm actually like sticking in place and staying, maintaining one address, working. Like I have a regular life now, and I know none of you have ever seen me living a regular life. So you're wondering what in heck is happening. What's happening is that I kind of grew up and I realized that I need a home. And so I got one, and now I'm staying here, and I'm actually not leaving. So a lot of you guys are like, okay, so we saw the Walk of Fame like 17 times. When are we going to the next state, or when are we going north? And I'm like, I'm not. I'm home now, guys. That's what I told you. So like, this is it. You're gonna have to. I could recommend some good travel vloggers for you if you want. But as of right now, like I'm finally getting my chance to be in the mainstream industry. So fuck this shit. I'll hang out with you guys, but fuck this shit. Hammerhead, thanks for the 100 hearts. Just me, welcome to broadcast. No name, welcome to broadcast. So like I said, we're gonna live stream. I'll live stream with you for a couple of hours, and then I'm gonna head back to my buddies and turn it for the night. But like, he's kind of pissed because he had some stuff going on that didn't work out for him, and I personally am just like, I spend most of my time around at least one person. You know, like I spend my time around a lot of people, but I'm usually never alone, like almost never alone. And I'm not exactly in a place where I like being alone. Like around here, I don't really like being alone just because like there's not like, it's just so easy to get stuck in your own head or lost in your own head when you're alone around here. And it's so easy to feel awkward, and then just so, you know, you just very quickly start spiraling out of control mentally to the point where you're just like, oh my God, I hate my life. And you don't even remember why. And then, you know, you talk to someone who grounds you and you're like, oh wait, my life is awesome. I forgot because I hung out by myself for a couple of hours in a place full of people who are in absolute mental despair 24/7. So yeah.
Not like James. He's special homeless. He's not like the others, which is so weird. I don't get that. That's literally what he thinks. It's not even me joking.
Alex Van, welcome to the broadcast. You seem happy these days. I am in a state of joy because I love Jesus Christ, and I'm happy because I constantly work at maintaining my happiness. Very, very difficult to stay happy, but I do it.
So the toilet bandit, someone took the toilet seat off in a porta potty and put shit everywhere. We missed it because my internet was out when he first went live, but it came back. I guess I couldn't show that on YouTube anyway, so maybe that was a blessing in disguise. But he was super angry about it. He's like, I'm going to find this guy, I'm going to drag him back, and I'm going to make him clean it. And there's cameras around. I don't know. He got really detailed. I was like, how the fuck is he going to find this guy? He's going to start just interrogating random people. Do you know that porta potty on this street? Did you fuck it up? We're going to go back and clean it now, buddy. I don't care if there's cameras. I don't know. That's the toilet bandit.
Don, welcome to the broadcast. They're like, we got him this time. I'm like, motherfuckers don't realize I'm the one that got you this time. Last time you talked to me, I was religious. You have no idea what I've become. You guys are in for a show, I'll tell you that. We're having a lot of fun. Please be careful. There's a lady literally just like jaywalking. And I'm talking about like jaywalking, like while there's a whole lot of traffic in the middle of the night. Are there any unattractive people in this town? I swear. Oh, found one. Just kidding. Just kidding. I was talking about me. Billy says, I had to step away for a second. Did we find the toilet bandit? We have not yet found the toilet bandit, but I'm searching for him. I promise you that. We're going to drag him by the ear back to the porta potty, and he's going to clean it all up.
See?
All of it. It is no longer my job. So, yeah. Put it that way. I really should have taken my backpack with me because I have it full of snacks. And I could have just been walking around eating the whole time. And it would have been really fantastic. Well, I hope you're able to sniff them out. Ha ha. You know what, motherfucker? You're just jealous that I'm a goddamn animal. I really am. I'm a fucking beast. I can literally, okay, so like, there's a homeless guy. I could walk up to a homeless person, breathe in, and catch the scent of the last person they talk to. And I'm not insane. I can prove it. Come to the boulevard. I'll show you.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not kidding.
I don't think he can do that. He used to say it was psychic, that he could...
We're going to move on from that. That's it.
That he could hear girls having sex from miles away, and then they also knew that he was listening to them with his crazy ears, his superpower ears, and that they would actually perform better to impress James. And that's just, typical James rhetoric.
You are. Most of our social interactions are because we're so tight-knit with one another, and then we've kind of evolved to move beyond most animalistic tendencies. But the reality is, it is in our genealogy to be animalistic when necessary. It's just not very common. And so for the decisions I made, pretty much over the first year that I lived here, I was kind of the mascot of Hollywood. I was a little bit of a beast. And now I have civilized and matured and stepped back into regular society, and I started speaking English again. And I'm just kidding. I'm no longer speaking a foreign language from a random planet off in the Orion's belt. Also joking. 1 second. Azul, welcome to the broadcast.
What?
It is shocking, honestly, to see how many people remember me from that time frame. And it's even funnier to see how many people will try to leverage against me or will try to extort me over those expensive. Like, I saw you on the Hollywood Boulevard without shoes. I'm like, I saw your dick when you were peeing on the sidewalk. Like, just shut the fuck up and walk away. Just saying.
James is the kind of guy who looks at, fellow people's dicks when you're at the urinal, and you're like, I hope this guy's not looking at my dick. James is.
I think I'll be okay. Moving on. It's like so quiet on this end of the boulevard to the point where it's like freaky. It's like eerily cool. Oh my God, there's a Lamborghini. I know I didn't sound excited. It's because we see them all the time out here. But I know a lot of you guys don't. But I'm currently watching a car that's probably worth about $500,000 go down the street. They're about to go down La Brea. Now, if I were a typical tourist and I was really trying to sell the roll, I'd probably run all the way down to the end of the street and try to make sure I catch them on camera. Now, on the off chance that they don't make that turn until I get to the end, I will flip my camera and show you guys the Lamborghini. Now, if the Lamborghini does end up on camera, do me a favor and take a screenshot.
Are we ready?
I think we made it.
Where's the Lamborghini? Oh, the yellow car?
So that's pretty much what we see every day around here.
We meaning the homeless?
Yeah. So there's a lot of that. And it's like when you first move here, it's really, really cool.
Hold on, T.
And then for a while, it's really, really cool. And then you kind of get used to it. And you're like, you still think it's cool. I mean, I still think it's cool. I'm not like, oh my God, it's a Lamborghini. I'm not like freaking out. But when I first got here, my God, when I started seeing all the sports cars, I was freaking out. Seeing all the hot girls, I'm freaking out. And now I'm just like, sup. And they're like, nope, still a dork. And I'm like, all right. And then they're like, get over here. Just don't want anyone to know. I'm like, all right.
Yeah? That's what happens?
ID, welcome to the broadcast. So I really crushed my bucket hat today. I've just been squeezing in my hand all night. Disappointed in myself. It was nice and firm, and now it's all squishy. That's okay.
We see them all the time here.
So I'm really wishing that I hadn't. I have to admit, I am wishing that I didn't give my buddy that $12. Even after everything he spent on me, I still regret giving that to him because I needed it for cigarettes. I had $12 and like 80 cents, and they needed like $12.25. And I'm sad, but I'm okay. But people are like, we'll cut you off from cash so that you stop smoking. And I'm like, no offense, but like, you're insane. Like I get that smoking is a bad habit, but like, listen to yourself. You're going to cut me off from income to quote unquote, help me break my habit. Well, first off, there isn't anyone in my own family who like, that would be appropriate for them to do, let alone like my own friends tricking me into giving them my money just so that I can't afford to buy a pack of cigarettes, and then trying to get me to drop my phone and trying to get me to lose my ID because they're all paranoid and like just for some reason just gets out and not getting over the fact that I'm not a criminal. Like they're just like obsessed with the notion. They're like, you're too secretive. You're definitely a criminal. And I'm like, no offense, but you just go ahead. No, go ahead.
You're the paranoid.
I have a red. Go ahead.
This is insane. What are you?
Yeah. So like, I'm doing good. I'm just annoyed.
I'm doing good. Okay. Well,
because my friends are being like suspicious of me when they're like super suspicious all on their own. Why do I hang out with them even though they're suspicious? Because I know they're innocent. They're just like, they've just been through a lot. So they're like really private about stuff. But for some reason, it's taking them some time to get used to me. And I think it's because I'm newer. So like they all know each other and they kind of just pretend not to know each other. And then I hang out with them, all of them individually. And then one day we could just have this pretend meeting where they all of a sudden they're like, oh my gosh, thank you for introducing us. We never knew each other. And then we could all hang out together. But until then, I'll just hang out with them separately and stuff, and that'll be fine.
That's great. So James thinks people are trying to get him to drop his phone, lose his ID. Like everything's a conspiracy against him, and he's calling other people paranoid. That's something. And then
after buying me like a shit ton of soda, like over a month's time, the guy literally ran out of money. Not spending it on me, just he spent it on himself, and then he was offering stuff to me. And it's not like he didn't get anything out of it. Trust me. Like I said, that's part of the social influence thing. And people don't want to accept this because they get all jealous and pissy and weird about it. Is like when you're famous, your name, your presence, your time is worth monetary value. Like you're worth money.
Only if like we're hating on you. Pretty much in any other sense. Like no.
It doesn't mean that you are worth more as a human being. In my opinion, everyone is equal. What I will tell you is it means that you're worth more money. And when you're worth more money, it means that the company you keep is gaining value on an interpersonal, professional, and social basis by spending time with you. So when someone tries to use the excuse of we're all equal as a way to tell you that you owe them money when you're famous and they're not, and they're mooching off your fame, Pretty much that's just them gaslighting you and scamming you.
Well, there's different kinds of famous, James. There's famous people for accomplishments and their talent, and there's famous people like you who like fucking beat up his girlfriend and went to jail. So like, I don't think the two. I think you can really put him on the same level here, and he's definitely not making anyone's life more valuable or making them any more money by just being around.
But regardless, based on the general standard, I am, for all intents and purposes, being taken advantage of, because their business and their personal lives are benefiting and growing because of my interaction in their personal life and, you know, my presence amongst their friends. It makes them look better. And that is worth money. So I thought I would be a good friend and buy somebody something. And I kind of screwed myself over because now I don't have money for cigarettes. And he kind of just looked at me. He's like, well, that sucks. Which he was just complaining about someone the other day, another one of my friends, telling me about how much my situation sucked without doing anything about it. And then he turned around and did the same thing. So I'm like, all right, whatever. You know, that's fine. But it just kind of like rehashes the premise of the whole idea that they don't care to begin with. And sometimes I think we get so lonely, especially as celebrities, we get really fucking lonely, and we're like, we try to tell ourselves that this person is our friend or that person is our friend, and they're really not our friend. They're kind of just either siphoning information or gaining some form of social benefit from being close with us. And I'm not for it, you know? And I'm not going to reduce myself to going back to asking people for shit. I'm just not. I really won't. So I'm going to wait and be patient, and I'm going to get what's mine in my own time. And if I have to reduce myself back to what I was when I first got here, there's going to be a lot of motherfuckers paying bills that they didn't know they had. They're getting social equity. That is exactly it. They are gaining massively in social equity to the point where it's almost a crime. Seriously. Literally, like it's like on the cusp of being a crime. And it's like, I don't know what else to do. What am I going to just like devalue myself because society doesn't feel like catching up? You know, like, no. Are they famous too? Most of my friends aren't famous, no. But most of my friends are also not the type of people who I think I should be hanging out with. I honestly don't think I should be hanging out with them because they're mostly taking advantage of me, and I know how to admit it to myself, you know?
How can anyone take advantage of James?
Like, I'm admitting it to myself that I'm being taken advantage of, but it's like either get taken advantage of or sleep on the street. Like, those are literally my options right now. Until this DPSS comes through with the housing situation, I have to stay with friends so that I'm not staying on the street.
This is Heather. He's turned into fucking Heather even more.
Like on a 90 to 10 basis, 90% to 10% basis just to be off the street. And I also don't want to be bitching and complaining because it's better than being on the street, which wasn't fun and was really chaotic and bad and not enjoyable. And even if it comes off like I'm pretending to not have liked it, it really is that rough. And it like shifts your entire mindset and it's not good for you. So, you know, I'm trying to stay out of that mindset and move forward. And I'm trying to stay out of that environment and move forward. And I really do have people that like I knew from the street who are like, they literally think that I'm trying to get back into the street. Like they mentally do not understand that I legitimately don't want to go back to it. And they're like nodding at me like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, no, guys, I'm actually not doing the opposite thing. I'm not saying I hate it, but love it. I'm not like, oh, please take me with you while saying don't. It's, I literally have to move on. You know what I'm saying? I have to move on. So that's what it is. But at least I have a roof over, at least in this situation where I'm being taken advantage of, I have a roof over my head. I have a massive amount of food. I have a lot of food in my belly. I get to go to the gym. You know, I get to hang out in the jacuzzi, go to the pool. You know, I get to ride around in a car, drive a car, and it's good. You know, I'm able to keep my phone charged up. I'm able to talk to people who.
You think that's what he's contributing? Is anal? Maybe.
There's always a way to complain and a reason to complain, and there's also like things to be positive and thankful for, but sometimes it happens at the same time. You know, sometimes at the exact same time that you're grateful for something, you're also pissed that it's not exactly what it's supposed to be yet, or you're not where you want to be yet. And that's where I'm at mentally, is where my situation is my situation is definitely much better. I'm not satisfied, right? Like, and it's good. Like, I'm uncomfortable with my situation. It is better than it was. At the same time, it's not what it should be. I'm not in like total control of my situation just yet. And it really pisses me off, because like, I like being in control of my situation, but in order to get to a point where I'm in control of my situation as fast as I want to be in control of my situation, I would have to step on a lot of toes and take advantage of a lot of people. And if I did that, I would just be like all these people that keep trying to take advantage of me. So I have to bide my time and stay patient. And I'm doing my best on that.
James is homeless because he's so selfless. He doesn't want to step on other people's toes to like get what he needs in life. That's my takeaway.
Law enforcement likes to make an entrance and a little cameo. When they see I'm live streaming, they hear that I'm live streaming, they'll come right the fuck over exactly where I'm at, wherever I'm at on the Walk of Fame. And they're like, look, we're here. And I'm like, that's cool. It's just you're really scaring people. And I don't think you know you're scaring people. And that's okay. It's not your fault. It's the way you're made. So moving on. You shouldn't have to ask. They need your services. Well, that's the thing. It's not services. And I know that you're just trolling me and like trying to get me to get myself in trouble, which is super fucking annoying. It's something that I don't miss at all. Oh my God. Yeah, I definitely don't miss that shit. Where are we? Shouldn't have to ask. Yeah, it is like that, you know, like, and then there's people that I used to be friends with that really piss me off, who like, they'll hit me up and they'll be like, bro, come over here. I'm gonna cover your coffee, right? Like I'll buy a coffee for you. And for me, I want to hang out with them. So I get excited to hang out with someone who's not being a dick to me. And then I go to hang out with them. And not only do they not show up, but they never send that money over anyway. So like I gave them hundreds of dollars, and they just think it's funny to ditch me in the middle of the street just because they're jealous that I made it somewhere and they didn't. But I did it without stepping on their toes. And I have to say, the part that actually grinds my gears the worst is when they try to spread rumors saying that I stepped on their toes or I put their head under the water to get where I'm at. And it's total bullshit. I was lifting them up the whole goddamn time. And the only time when I finally let go of their hand was when they were strong enough to be able to climb on their own. But unfortunately got jealous and started trying to fuck with me. So I had to let them go. So I strengthened them up. I got them to where they're at in their life, helped them get fucking promotions. Bro, on the streets of fucking Hollywood, I can't even tell you how many people I helped get famous. I shit you not. Pulled them right off the fucking street. And then I stayed. Now I've grown out of that and I'm done. And now it's my turn to have a come up. It was all worth it. It was. I'm at that point where physically I have to move on, you know? And it's tough for me because I just, like I said, I do care. I really do. I just can't let myself get taken advantage of the way I've been. I can't. I was supposed to go to this bar with a buddy and buy him $2 beers, but some scumbag fucking took my money, you know? Now I gave it to him, but he took it, you know? I'm not talking about the cash that I had on me. I'm talking about something else. Just so you guys know, I'm talking about two different experiences, but yeah. But don't worry, it's going to come back on them. They think they're doing it without anybody seeing it, and they're not. I got eyes everywhere, and people are starting to find that out. I got more eyes than these fucking security cameras. I got more eyes on than Hollywood law enforcement. Find out. How do you think I'm making it in Hollywood? I never would have made it here if I wasn't doing my own thing. I use my own resources and the shit that I built to survive here. I never would have had I not come with my own shit. So if you want some, offer something first, or else I'm just going to end up taking what you got and saying, have a good day. That's the cost of trying to take advantage of me. Because truthfully it is. That is the cost of trying to take advantage of me, is that I'm going to take what's yours. Don't try to take advantage of me. I'll probably end up giving you a whole bunch of shit. And I'll be left with nothing at the end of the day. I really like this song. Calms me down. I don't know why. Just like randomly, this song just all of a sudden calmed me right down. I actually love this question. I used to hate this question because I was like, just because, but I couldn't really explain myself, right? So I was just really immature about it. But now I got a pretty suave answer. Where are we at? Are your friends? Yeah, like I said, Billy, most of my friends are not celebrities. So it's like, it's weird. Really weird.
Weird, because you're not one. It's weird you think you're a celebrity, James.
I don't want anybody thinking I'm like following him or something, because I'm not. But like sometimes when you walk down the boulevard, you'll be walking at a similar pace to another person that you have nothing to do with. But like me personally, you guys know I'm like very flamboyant and vocal. So like I'll be walking around talking so loud you could hear me a block down. And like sometimes people in front of me will think that I'm like following them or something, and I'm not. ID, welcome to BO, Poetic Heart, welcome to the broadcast. Samantha goes, Samantha is confused. I'm sorry to hear that you are confused. Why am I on the street? Because I like walking down the street. I mean, when I started in Hollywood, I was homeless. So I fucking love walking around because I've walked around these streets 1,000 times. I'll walk around them 1,000 more. And the streets of Hollywood will be with me forever. No matter where I go to travel to, I'm always coming home to these streets. And that's just the way it is. I'm a little more vocal about it than I used to be, but that's the truth.
I mean, it's good he skipped the whole let's go to Florida and try to walk over to fucking California and go in a whole bunch of bad adventures along the way. It was entertaining, but it was also a lot. It was a lot. James, just on the Walk of Fame, seems more right. We might get a cameo with him at the Scientology people maybe one day now.
Idiot that gave him my last dollar. I am so stupid. My God, am I stupid. I'll get more money. It's just annoying to be out of it right in this moment. Like I will have more money probably by the end of the week. It's just super annoying to be out of it now. Having given it to someone that doesn't appreciate it won't get much out of it. Like I got a buddy who could be throwing cash my way, and I could be throwing resources his way to continue increasing his life from a distance. But instead of just throwing me a couple $100 here and there and just letting his life increase in a way that he doesn't fully understand, they're going to arrest her for that music, by the way. It's way too loud and it's super inappropriate. And I guarantee, I can already tell you how this is going to go. The cops are going to show up for that music. They're going to tell her to turn it down. She's going to say Black Lives Matter, and then she's going to get tased and go to prison. And that's essentially how it's going to go. So I really hope she turns music down before someone complains, because some white boy is going to walk by, or some friggin' old German is going to pass by and be like, I hate that person. And then they're going to friggin' make some shit up. And by the time they figure out it's not true, she will have already gained herself another charge for fighting the police. So yeah, I hope they figure that out. Anyway,
no side characters in this season yet, but I hope we don't get any side characters. I mean, I guess no. There's the gym chickie. He goes to the gym with this chick, and then apparently the jacuzzi. We heard her on camera, so she is real. I don't know about the rest of these friends he's describing that he's mad at them and they're not celebrities like him. He's a celebrity and they should be paying him just for his presence.
They've already found certain things about him having to do with younger individuals, but they are keeping me away from that situation because I don't really want to know anything about it. I don't want anything to do with it. And most people know that I really hate that shit. And then I would literally I might murder the guy if I found out. So like, I don't want any part of it. But yeah, so they're taking care of that. But what he could be doing is, now they didn't find him like guilty of anything yet. So I'm like I don't pussy out and I don't back out until I know something's real. And then I'm like, all right, I need some distance. But until I know for sure it's real, I try to like stick it out with people and give them the benefit of the doubt. But like, I got people that could literally be throwing me cash right now, and I could be throwing my resources their way. And instead of throwing their resources my way, they're like trying to beat me in and fuck with me and try to make themselves feel good because their egos are shit and their personalities are shit and their confidence is shit and their families are shit.
I wonder if we can ask how
and somehow they think it's my fault and my problem. And it's just not.
Samantha's gonna get banned from him probably. Like, if you're famous, why don't you have money? Why do you need?
One goes back, never become complacent. That's what it is. I don't become complacent. You guys see how many times I go around this boulevard, right? I can take a seat anytime. How often do I though? How often do I? Brooksy, thanks for the hearts, John. They're just looking. They're just looking. Who's just looking? Daniel, welcome to the broadcast. And I don't mean that with an attitude. That's just like the tone of my voice right now because I'm like, just, I'm in that mode. So don't mind me. Daniel, welcome to the broadcast. Blank, welcome to the broadcast. John, welcome to the broadcast. Demetrius, welcome to the broadcast. Moonshine, welcome to the broadcast. Spencer's, Liam. Dude, do you know how many people drive a $500,000 sports car and don't have cash in their pocket? Around here, most of them.
You mean cash to give you? It's probably in like bank accounts. They use tap. You probably don't want to carry cash around here.
Cars do not have a dollar in their pocket because their life is mostly just debt. And they just look like they have a lot of money. They don't. They know how to handle a lot of money. And so they have very expensive lifestyles, but there are a lot. Like, I will tell you right now as I go down this walk of fame, there are a lot of people that own vehicles that are worth more than $1 million, and they have less money than I do. I kid you not. They have debt, they have investments, but it all belongs to the market. It doesn't belong to them. So like me personally, I have assets, and not physical assets in the market, like I said, because I own my shit. When I say own, I don't mean the government owns my shit and allows me to say that I own my shit. I own what is mine.
James, you're waiting for them to give you money for a house and shit, right? Like, you're like waiting for the government. And okay, James, whatever you say.
Tree, because they want my shit. When you know how to own your shit, not like some internet marketer that's going to tell you, how to let the government own your shit. I'm not going to sell you an idea. I'm not going to sell you anything. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to be honest with you and tell you that I'm not going to tell you a single thing about what I do or how I do it because it's my own fucking secret. And it's my truth that I earned and had to work for. But if you follow along long enough, you may pick up a breadcrumb or two and eventually get to the point where you can do it, because that's how I did it.
And the headphones and the rosary, don't forget those.
And then they'll come around and they're like, we're going to take your secrets. We're going to figure out how you do it. We're going to, no, you're not. You're just not.
Figure out how to be homeless.
And so they're trying to find this middle ground between putting me in a box and observing me, or just leaving me on the street and trying to figure out how to do what I do. And it just doesn't work that way.
I'm pretty sure I could reverse engineer this. Walking around homeless ranting doesn't seem too hard.
Observe your way into learning what I do or learning about what I do. You can't. So they can be up there in a helicopter all day long. They are still not going to learn through observation or force what I do. It is something you literally have to follow along in the process of my daily life to be able to grasp and stay in pace with what I do. If you want to be in control of your actual life and the processes involved of being a part of society, then you have to figure out how to do that yourself. And it requires a lot of self-sacrifice. And there's like most people in society, like there's people.
Why you frozen, James? Jimmy, come back. Are we gonna have to refresh? It scares me every time I gotta do that. Why does it do that though? This stupid browser.
It's an experience I personally went through where, as they say, the gods of men told me, you're fucked because you asked us to leave you with nothing so you could learn how to do it.
You can blame it on
your own, and we give people what they want. Oh, what's up, dude? There's and I offer some powerful men out there. The people that I ask for help are more powerful than these people that are running our society. So there's a little bit of a struggle. They're a little bit upset about it, but they're coming to a conclusion of being okay with me just doing what I got to do so that they could observe, report, and learn from the processes that I've learned to implement in the mainstream society so that stupid people know how to stay alive. As far as smart people, they don't really need my help. So I don't really associate with a lot of smart people, except for in the times when I start to get stupid from the amount of time that I spend with stupid people. And if you don't have enough thick skin, if you don't have a thick enough skin to be okay with being called stupid, then don't learn from me, because I won't be able to teach you, because I learned my way. I'm a very sensitive person, but when you want to learn something from me, I flip the script and all of a sudden I'm an asshole, because that's how I learned. I was treated like shit for a long time to learn how to do what I do. It was not the sensitivity people offered me that taught me. You too. Thank you. Yeah, sensitivity didn't get me to this point in my life. It didn't. Sensitivity got me to a point in my own interpersonal dealings to become.
He's still like, his face is frozen. But anyways, this is the video. The do what I do.
And now I understand that it's every little thing that I do that I already knew I was doing, that I never knew I was doing. And the exact people that tried to stop me from doing what I was doing when I didn't know what I was doing are the reason why I no longer do the things that they say that I'm doing. I just do them the same way.
Fucking beautiful. Beautiful. All right, let's go back to future James now. Well, present James. That was past.
At the end of the day, the property he lives at could be seized by the government at any point in time that the government chooses. That's just the way it is. It's not right or wrong. And if you don't like it, don't live here, because that's, if you want the government's protection, if you want to be a part of America, if you want to pay taxes to be a regular individual, then that comes with the territory. That's just the way it is. But the way that I live, I'm very off the cuff and kind of like I'm around the system instead of in the system for the most part. So, I have to.
That was from JS memes on the Twitters.
To work. I have to work twice as hard for a quarter of the credit, but it's worth it because the quarter out of every dollar that I get is mine, right? I don't get a quarter. I get some type of resource that then belongs to me. It doesn't belong to the government. It doesn't belong to anyone else. And after I learned how to protect myself and how to keep the resources that I gain and the resources that I earn so that the government and other individuals can't steal those resources from me, that is when I gained my own ability to run my life on an existential basis, as opposed to, an internally processed lifestyle. One that instead of living a lifestyle that's run by the government, I live a lifestyle that's run by me. So I operate within the confines of governmental process, and like I'm a law-abiding citizen, but that's by choice. When you own your own resources, when you own your own life and name, you have two choices. You could obey the society and be a citizen, or you can choose to be a criminal. Those are the only two choices you have in a society such as the American society that is legitimately quite well perfected, believe it or not. There is really not like a single angle that you could take or a way that you could turn that they don't have a way to take advantage of you or screw you or take something from you. And the reality is it belongs to them either way, as long as you're getting it from them, and they can take it back at any time. So
guys, they removed feet piece from TikTok. You're not allowed to do hashtag feet piece anymore. May be associated with behavior and content that violates our community guidelines and cannot be restored. That sucks. That sucks for James. Is James going to even be allowed on TikTok? You better not do any feet piece stuff.
Public amongst the people that I associate with. And so, whereas I told you I'll work 4 times as hard for a quarter of the credit, Well, whenever I get something, that quarter is worth $1 when I give it. It's only worth a quarter out of $1 when I get it. But when I give it to the next person, I'm giving them 4 times the amount that the same quarter coming from another person would be worth. And if you don't understand that, that's okay. It's possible that you have the ability to comprehend it. It is applied to legitimate, scientific intelligence, like your level of intelligence does come into play. So you, like, in order to understand what I'm saying, you actually have to be biologically smart enough to understand what I'm saying. And if you're not, then that's not your place in society. If you are, that doesn't make you better or worse than someone. And it usually is the most intelligent people in society who understand that everybody in society is equal. So
You got violated from this channel? According to YouTube, I was being disrespectful or not being appropriate to the entire community. What do you mean? Why did it do that? Because my comment on Steve's lives, I was put in a timeout for 2 weeks. Wait, who put you in a timeout for 2 weeks? Like a mod put you in a timeout for 2 weeks? That's not very cool. Who put I Love Kill Adventures in a timeout for 2 weeks? Or are you saying that YouTube did that? What?
government owns it or somebody else owns it. And so without like giving them shit that's going to end up causing them to have some sort of social high.
I didn't even know we can make timeouts for 2 weeks. I thought it was like in literal seconds increments, like 30 seconds, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. I thought the like highest one was 10 minutes. It was 2 weeks?
Run off and think they're hot shit. And before you know it, to take us full circle, all of a sudden they start acting like they're better than me, not realizing that they wouldn't even be alive if I hadn't gifted them with what I gave them. And then after saving their fucking life.
I don't remember you saying anything bad. Trisha's comments used to get like sent into the held for review all the time. I could just make you like an approved user. And then obviously like if you end up saying really bad things, then I can't see it. Let me take a little look here.
Of sound mind, but also explainable by people who have the ability to pick through that information. Some people don't.
Oh, Heather's threatening people? I'm just looking at the held for review comments. This hoe threatened me in Alta. Threatened me again. Why wait until you're safely in the car to talk shit? What? Heather is what? Oh my goodness, there's tea in the fucking held for review. But I don't see anything from I Love Kill Adventures. So yeah, let me see if I can put a bypass for you so that doesn't happen again.
It's time, except maybe you're God and yourself. And if you think you are, think twice. Because the moment that you decide to devalue the next person for the sake of something as lowball as humor, you have now devalued yourself on the level of social equity. There is an actual scale to this. There is a market to this. It's attention. Attention is the market, and devaluing of the human personality is how you go broke. When you value one another, you grow.
I'm sorry though, Kill Adventures.
Notice how I actually treat people. That's why on a level of social equity, I am the equivalent of a billionaire on the level of social equity because of how I treat people. I treat people good and I give more than I get. And I make sure that the social equity that I give is in circles that I run in. So I can give something to somebody, it multiplies, and then comes back to me. And I get a portion of what I gave, and 9 times out of 10, the portion I get back is at least 8 times what I gave. And so the rule of 4 to 1 gets flipped backwards, and I'm getting 50 cents for every quarter that I give out, just to bring it back to layman's terms. Sorry, I'm just really mad that someone who just tried telling me they were my friend like 5 days ago just pulled that shit again. I'm really disappointed. Honestly. Sorry, 1 second.
What, Josh not giving him
The
money?
devil's out tonight, pun intended. All right, where are we at?
Right.
You're
Yeah,
a good kid. You're all right.
If anyone ever sees someone get timed out or anything, I guess like give me a heads up so I can check it, because sometimes I don't even see. This might have been one of those times. Because yeah, I don't remember Kill saying anything bad.
One that kind of observes from the outside of society. Me personally, I see Jesus Christ as my God because it's a personal choice. But I'll tell you, on a socioeconomic level, I see everyone as equal, and I'm able to kind of decipher on a logical basis what's going on between everybody that I'm around, because I know how to separate myself when I have to. And what I see are people that are smart but choose to be stupid, especially with the way they talk to me sometimes. So I guess what I'm telling you is, it's kind of like, if you ever have, I'm just going to like tell you how to conquer your fear. If there's something you're afraid of, just logically deduce it. Like me personally, right? I was raised a Christian. So when I see anybody who like is the opposite of Christianity or whatever you would call it, right? I logically deduce the fact that it's one belief system within a world that has many belief systems and many different ways of life. And I don't let myself be at a mental limitation of the beliefs that I was raised on, right? So I expand my mind in that moment, and I'm able to defeat that fear. And then I'm able to not only defeat the fear, but I'm also able to connect with people who are literally from oppositional belief systems to what I believe in, right? I'm able to connect with them. So whereas at one point in time, the guy walking down the street who's a professed devil worshiper used to scare me, now it's just some guy that I have a conversation with and share a cigarette with. And it's nothing, right? I've defeated the fear instead of radically being a terrorist and trying to defeat the person, right? And that goes from both sides. You got, on both sides of society, you have people who come from atypical situations that they're normal and they're fine. It's just sometimes they're so adamant about their beliefs that it becomes terroristic, right? But then you have people who don't believe in anything who could also be that way. So it's not specific to religion. It's based on the individual and the way they behave. So like me personally, I can get away with, I can get along with just about anybody. But it's not specific for me to my own belief. Right.
Yeah, I got you. He is irritating. So I pause him sometimes. The blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's his trick, though. You know, he just overwhelms you. He never closes any of these open loops. I want to see if he reads these comments.
It is. That's how society.
Trying to get him more entertaining.
So if you want to get along with people and you want to learn and grow, you have to be open and willing to connecting with people that you otherwise might not have all that many dealings with or be all that close to on a regular basis. And that's what I do. So instead of telling myself that things have to be one way or having a problem with someone who believes in something different than I do, I connect with them instead. And I don't do what I'm told to do when people tell me to stay away from the person that doesn't agree with me, because that's how you keep the order of society. Well, you can either increase the value of your order or you can fuck off, because I'm going to talk to who I want to. And I'm advanced enough as a human being to be able to maintain conversation with someone that doesn't agree with me, and vice versa. And when those connections are made, that is when you gain some form of understanding in recognition of what social evolution is really all about, and how social evolution really happens. Is when you connect with someone that's not from your background and doesn't agree with you or isn't the same as you. When you connect, you have then increased the value of the polity at large. So if you want to increase the value of yourself and the people, it works. People are like, how do you have all that social equity? Because I'm not. People are like, how do you have all that social equity? Because I'm not people that I want to talk to. I do what I want instead of what I'm told. And when what I'm told and what I want are the same thing, then I win twice. And that is the precipice of where I connect with the next individual and I get my 8 times back, and I keep the 2 and I put the 6 back in there. And so when I started off with 1/4, right? I started off with 1/4 back. I give 1 and I get a 4th back. Then at that point of social equity investment, I am getting 6 times the amount back. So essentially I'm getting 2.75% back instead of 1/4%. Everything.
That's really weird. That sounds like it was a YouTube thing. Like someone reported the comments or something. But that's what I was trying to tell Colleen. I was like, Colleen, like you gotta like chill out because YouTube will get angry at me for my chat sometimes. Or they'll like, yeah, they'll just like do that to your account, like block you. I don't know what you were saying. You said you were saying I did say some really, really shitty things, but I felt like they were appropriate given the context for our conversations. Not just me and you, obviously, but the entire Steve crowd. Yeah, I mean, like we talk about some pretty, I would say, taboo, some pretty controversial stuff sometimes on this channel. But I don't know what you could have said. I don't know. But I'm glad you're back, and I guess we just try to, I don't know. Don't be like, what would Jessica Meska do? Be like, what would real Jesus do? What would baby Jesus do? You know, baby Jesus wouldn't even know any swear words. I don't know.
Part of your game unless you let me be a part of your game. You won't let me be a part of your game unless I follow the rules. I can't follow the rules if I don't understand how they work, or I can't maintain enough patience to follow those rules when I know that I could step out of them at any point in time that I want to, right?
What would Daisy do? What would Daisy, the Venice healer, do?
Get pissed off, and then I step out of the situation. I say fuck you, because I need to then go cool off. And the reason that this shit keeps happening is because the people that are trying to get me to do what they want me to do don't understand that I have a limited amount of patience and I'm dealing with a lot of shit. And I'm not going to be the person you want me to be in your mainstream society and the mainstream media.
I thought he was mainstream.
Part of my value is my independence. Doing things on my own is part of how I provide to you the value that you're seeking from me. And if you try to control what I do or how I do it, I'm not going to be able to do what I do.
Exactly.
And I know there are people still alive in this industry that understand, but I will tell you the truth. The people that I spend the most time with in this part of society here in Hollywood are literally at least in their 70s. I shit you not. My best friends, like, literally come from the people that started Hollywood, because I can't find a goddamn motherfucker who understands how this shit works.
We probably just turn their hearing aids off, and that's how they can tolerate James.
Shit sellout that's willing to put you on the chopping block or put you on a platter because they're in a bad mood. But thankfully, those people are usually pretty stupid. And when they try to get you 5150 to get them put in prison, because it's a crime to set someone up for that.
25 cents. This is actual value.
Who run shit. So for me, I'm a very lucky kid. I'm a very lucky guy.
We want hamsters.
And, you know, for me, I'm still a regular guy. No matter what else I got going on, no matter what a big deal it is, I'm still human. I'm still a regular person. And if you push me that far, I'm still going to need time to calm down. And the more you piss me off and the further you push me, then the longer it's going to take me to be able to do the shit you want me to do. So quit gaslighting the fuck out of me, telling me I'm not doing what you want after you spend a half hour trying to piss me the fuck off, and it's all on goddamn camera. Because I got this shit all on live stream. And if I took that to court, I could take the city for like $15 million. I'm not just making up a fucking number. Fucking Google it. I'm saying stop, because I checkbaited you. You lost, and it's my turn. Now give me my shit, or I will take it. Mark my words. You give me what's mine, or I will take it. And if you corruptly incarcerate me, I will take it from prison. You mark my words. You give me 20 years, I'll be out in a year and a half.
He's doing the crazy angle.
Play me, motherfucker. We've already gone through it 3 fucking times. The Midwest lost, the East lost. If you'd like to lose too, let me know. If not, I'm on a good vibe. Things are going good. And I'm really fucking pissed off.
I think James finally got it. He has to stay in California if he doesn't want to get arrested. I don't know why he's saying he won all these fights. He went to jail all these places. But in California, they really don't give a fuck about him. They'll let him out.
If I do something wrong, they can fucking put me on the ground real quick before I do something even dumber. But I am that fired up. Since I moved here, I've never been this fired up. But like, things are going good. and I'm not digging the way I'm being treated. It's really pissing me off. I've earned shit. I've done a lot of shit for people, and I come back home and they want to tell me that I'm going to earn it again. And I'm 5 seconds from calling home. I swear to God. And when I say God, I mean God.
I thought you were home. This is home.
And when I say 5 seconds, I don't mean 5 minutes or 5 years. I mean, I'm 5 seconds from calling home and saying, fuck this. Let's do it without them. And I'll do it right here in Hollywood, right under your nose. I will. I'll get myself the rest of the way there in mainstream industry without any of your help. And I will do it right here in town. It's like I'll come into your home, sit at your table, eat your food, and tell you that you owe me. If you want to do that to me, I'll do it to you. I'll match your energy. I'm right here. You know where to find me. You know what I'm all about. I don't play, and I'm ready for it.
Has James been watching the streams? I feel like I was just talking about matching people's energy yesterday. But maybe that would be crazy. He wouldn't have enough time to. He streams for like fucking 10 hours. How is he going to watch the streams? Is he going to watch himself again? Do everything over again with my commentary? I don't think so. Then did we just... Oh, is that why? I don't even know. That'd be crazy.
How'd I do?
Terrible.
All right. So that was supposed to be a bit of a resume. I don't know, if that was enough for anybody, but none of that was real. Just to make you feel a little bit better.
Oh.
And I want to know, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Did you see through it or didn't you? Tell me the truth. Samantha, Lilas, welcome to the broadcast. Like, you literally have to get into it. And I did. Joker Jace, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for the hearts. Denok.
He doesn't brush his teeth, period. He doesn't believe in it.
What resources are they siphoning from you? That's so ungrateful. Social equity. When you're famous and people hang out with you.
You could go see James right now if you wanted. He's on the fucking Walk of Fame. He just walks back and forth all day.
Famous and you hang out with someone and their life is provably increasing without giving you anything, they've committed fraud. So I actually have a friend and an ex-girlfriend who, if I say so, with endless evidence, owe me a shit ton of money, millions of dollars over several years. If I were to take that footage and equate the amount of money that I'm owed, I haven't done that because I'm earning much more in my own arena by moving on and letting it go. So I do. But there's certain situations where I am physically here and pissed off, right? I'm physically here. So when I'm physically here and I know that I'm blocks away from somebody that owes me enough money to buy me a Lamborghini, I'm a little bit mad, just a little bit, but I'm getting over it, you know? I'm having your atypical Hollywood tantrum, and it's kind of cool to take the positive on it. It's kind of cool. I'm that guy. Am I being a prick? Yeah, but at least I'm not a loser. I've taken my life somewhere. I like myself, and I'm a nice enough person to have a tantrum instead of actually go and take the money.
How are we going to define loser, James? I'd say James is a loser.
So you know what? I did good. I'm proud of myself. And I had a nice little session while I was at it, and it brought us up to 200 viewers. So why not? So I actually am calm. That was all fake. I apologize for anyone involved. If I owe you money, that's too bad. Because the fact is you probably owe me more just for being next to me for that period of time. So
he's talking about Josh and his ex owing him a whole bunch of money for lying or something. He thinks he was wrongfully convicted, wrongfully in prison, wrongfully convicted. I don't know why he thinks this. He's someone in denial.
There was one person that needed a 5150 and another person trying to break into a car. The cops got the guy breaking into a car. The ambulance got the guy who was running naked down the street. So we're doing good. Like I said, right place, right time. And by the way,
I can't advise anyone to go bother James in real life. He seems pretty unstable, but I mean, if you do,
just have this physiological ability to be clean of the addiction just by thinking about not being a smoker. So I'm good. I don't have, thankfully, I don't have an addiction to cigarettes. I don't have an addiction to caffeine, salt, sugar, or fat. I have a very disciplined mind, and all I have to do, is think.
He's owed 3 million more than Heather somehow. Heather capped it at 12 point something million, and James is like 15 million. Google it.
My reality into what I want it to be. And that's the truth. That's not me trying to manifest my truth. That is me speaking my truth. Now, unfortunately, what I did mean, and this is in reference to instead of moving towards my reward, I am going to reject the offer and the gift to say fuck you to society, because although I acted that entire thing out, what was real is the fact that I am pissed off in real life that I wasn't given what I want. So I am sending out an example who is going to teach you why next time you're going to be smart enough to give me what I want. That's
Or else what?
that I turned down. I was offered a gift, but I wasn't offered what I was supposed to be offered. Instead of giving me what I'm owed at this point in time, at this part of society, you went behind the buffer of social order and you cheated, tried to cheat me and take half. Well, now you're left with nothing and I get double. And I will reject your gift because you insulted me by not showing up with what's mine.
What?
I will happily have sex with your women at some point in time. But God's honest truth, since Hollywood is my home, with that comes my own personal, how do you say it? My own ethics and my own morals.
He just did a spin. Like he's turning around, he's going to walk back, and then he's going to walk back again.
Sex with your women until you are keeping good to your word. You run the society. If you're not giving me what I want, I don't want what's yours.
Yeah?
If you won't give me what you already owe me, the stuff that's in your possession, that by all technicalities belongs to me, until I get what's already mine, I don't want your bait. I don't want your false gifts or your jail bait, because I'm not stupid. I'm just not stupid. So instead of trying to tie me in, pay me what I'm owed, because that's what you're supposed to do. And this wild thing will start happening where the people in your society are going to start trusting you again when you start actually doing what you're supposed to do. Who am I building trust with?
I don't know. Who are you building trust with? I hate when it does this fucking thing. Here.
If you're down to Gower, all the way up to La Brea, I know what's up. If it's on
Yeah, he's getting crazy.
way up to La Brea, I know what's up. Paying attention to it. Thing that happened on this boulevard.
Vigo.
Any day now,
Vigo. I know he's like, no, we do this old school. Get out of here. No audio? Audio on this. No.
the moment I hop on my phone, I don't shut up.
Okay, it is actually frozen on the other one now. Bigo. Oh, what's the pain in my side? My kidneys. Yeah, now it's back though. What's
Where am I at? I don't remember. Where am I? Just joking. Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. No, don't worry. They're getting fucked up later. See, it's not about how many hits you can throw. It's about how many you can take. And so I take a good damn beating in one way or another. And then whenever they run out of energy, I just put one on their chin and they go down. I do it in the proverbial sense, not the physical sense. But when I tell you I haven't lost, when it comes to psychological warfare, I haven't lost a single fight in my entire life. And I have been in thousands of psychological battles, as you might call it. And I am that good, like to the point of my name is legendary over my ability to psychologically conquer an individual trying to conquer me.
No, I mean, you're a piece of shit. You may have had, I guess, the upper hand on your ex and Josh, but like, I'll pull up the thing I was going to show you guys earlier today when he came in. He called in to the fucking Twitter space I was doing, and he was yelling at me and Chris, but it didn't go the way he planned.
If you waste energy on trying to bait somebody in, that's less energy you have to defend yourself should they come at you. So be defensive and you'll get in less fights, and you'll win more of them when they happen. Don't look for a fight, avoid a fight. And if it comes to you and you can't avoid it, you win by remaining as docile and as kind as possible. I learned that from the old heads themselves. And when I say old heads, I mean the people that run the town. And if you're not afraid of them, don't worry. We could teach you how to be afraid very quickly. I learned, and I'm never afraid. Sometimes fear is a good thing. There are people in this life that we should respect through fear. And through fear sometimes comes respect. And that respect can trickle down. Learn to respect the hierarchy through being taught a lesson, right? And then you start respecting people lower on the totem pole that you otherwise were a dick to because you thought yourself special.
Sure, James. You want to see him do psychological warfare or whatever he was fucking talking about? So me, Chris, and Josh were just chilling on Twitter Spaces, having a good time. And then James was like, "This is my chance to go prove."
I would just do my own thing, Jim, and just move on with life.
It's probably the best thing. But how's traveling? How's Savannah?
Hello.
I don't think he gave him his mic work to
Hello.
at first.
Hello.
Can you not hear us?
Hello.
I don't
What do
think
you have
you
to
can
say,
hear us.
Jimmy?
Who said that? Oh, wait. Hey, wait. I have a question. Because I, to this day, do not know
what's up?
why. To Chris. You
What's
and
up,
I
Jim?
have, never spoken. I don't know anything about you. And you've always hated, I don't even know. I mean, literally to this day, I think this is our first conversation. First or second or third.
No, we had a couple conversations, especially
I've never understood.
I've
never understood your beef.
You
I
don't
never had
remember
time
when-
to even focus on what your issue was or whatever.
You don't remember when
So I'm ready.
we spoke with
I'm ready a
Diane?
couple years later to give you your complaint department moment. What's wrong? How can I help you, sir?
You don't remember when we spoke with Diane together?
No,
The way you spoke to her that day?
I don't even know who you're talking about. Oh,
So James is playing stupid. He was talking about his ex's mom.
Oh, you don't know Diane?
what are you talking about? Why does everybody
All right, so let me explain, Jimmy. When you first came on the
Steve.
scene, this is
So it's like, well, I don't want to talk to Chris anymore. Let's go talk to fucking Steve now. This is before he hated me like a super bunch. This is before he did the Thanos snap at me when he was drinking his juice boxes and eating his animal crackers, pretending to be someone named Steve from the fucking military that this house burned down. Before the psycho death threats from a few weeks back. So this, I don't know. He knew of me, but he didn't hate me yet.
this is why I didn't like you at first. You came on the scene asking for money.
I don't
Using
y'all need to be careful.
using
You gotta push your
religion.
foot. You gotta be careful.
This was from, I'll find the date.
Your
Using
words, 'cause I
religion.
take this stuff personal. This has officially
You're
affected my
using-
family. No, you don't get it. This has officially affected my family. So this is real now.
You affected
You don't
your
have
I
a
don't
family.
know. You
family.
guys,
You
you
don't
guys
have a
don't
family.
understand. I have my
You don't
own 2
have a
feet.
family, Jimmy.
Listen to me.
You don't have a
Listen,
family.
don't say that.
This is from May 16th, 2023.
Gone.
Don't say it. I got my own
You
2
fucked
feet.
it up.
I just walked like 60
You
fucking miles
ruined
in
it.
under a day. Don't piss
Jimmy,
me
you
off. I can
ruined
walk
it.
further.
You ruined it. You
I don't
fucked
need
up.
shit. I don't need
Move
a dime
on.
in my pocket. You want to bet?
Learn from
Let
your
alone the
mistakes.
resources I
and move
developed over the
on.
last 2 years. Don't try me. I'm
Jimmy,
not playing
learn
What
from your
anymore.
resources?
I'm
mistakes.
not. I'm
What
taking this shit
resources
over.
have you got?
You're gonna
So
go
you
to
can chill the
jail,
fuck
Jimmy.
out,
You're retarded.
or you
Go
can
back to
opt
jail.
out. Those are your options.
Go back to where you
Choose
belong.
wisely.
Jail.
Yeah, I'm not worried about prisoner jail. I'm not afraid of it.
Go
Y'all might
get
be
raped.
pussies. I'm not afraid of it. Been there, done that. Bought
Why
the
do you
t-shirt.
want to go
I
back
call
to
it
jail?
volunteering.
That's what you want to be? The fucking jailbird?
No, that's what
That's what
y'all
you-
motherfuckers do. You're in and out, in and out, in and out.
No,
Me,
because
I
you
get
don't
shit
follow the
done.
law, Jimmy.
I get shit done.
Jimmy, you're not supposed to talk about Kate or your kid on social media, you retard. You're posting pictures on Snapchat,
Christopher,
Facebook, and
you're
being
lucky
together with
that you're
her?
breathing
Yeah.
after having anything to say about my family at all. You're welcome.
They're not your
You don't
family
have a
anymore. Jim.
family.
You're welcome.
They
They're
don't
not
know
your
you.
family.
Your son
I'm
doesn't
gonna
know
say
you.
you're welcome.
He'll never know you. He'll only know that you beat his mother.
You're welcome that you're able to come on here and be a piece of trash.
Move
You're welcome.
on.
You're
And
welcome that you're
find-
not in jail yet.
Find someone else, Jimmy,
went to jail.
fucking groom.
You're welcome.
We're all welcome.
Understand?
I
I know
hear
age
the
is
tremble in your
meaningless to
voice,
you.
and it's well warranted.
I know
you should
age.
be scared,
I know, I'm
and
angry.
you should find another
I'm
topic.
angry.
James, I heard you crying for
You
9
get
minutes
me
today
angry,
in a YouTube
Jimmy.
video.
Do what?
I heard you crying for 9 minutes today in a YouTube video.
Yeah, that was very real.
Yeah,
You
how's
should
your
probably
prayer?
Yeah, that was
take that
very
into
trembling.
contact.
Was your prayer
context.
answered, Jimmy? Was your prayers answered?
Yeah, they were, and those weren't tears of fear. Those are tears of joy. You understand?
How are the
Sorrow.
alligators?
How are the alligators? Oh my God, they suck.
Did you wrestle them?
No, thankfully.
Where did you end up sleeping last night?
I didn't catch that last part. Thank you for diffusing.
Where did you end up sleeping last night?
I'm in the middle of nowhere. I don't even know where I am.
Jimmy, I'm just
some
being
dude,
honest.
Some
If
dude
you're-
said he bought me a hotel room, bought the hotel room, and then says he ain't gonna get me a taxi there to get there on time unless I send him nudes. So that fell through.
That's a lie.
No,
That's the lie you
not
keep
making up at
using.
all.
Yeah, you set
I know
people
that.
up, Jimmy. You set people up. You
I
didn't
don't
trust them
have
because
time
your
to do the bullshit. Yo, I have never had time to do the petty ass
Jimmy,
bullshit you losers
Jimmy,
do.
this is what
I
you
have
do.
never had
You
time
make
for it.
You make
That's
people
why I'm
look
still a
like
free
shit.
man. I'm
You're
Why I'm still a free man? I don't even know. This was what? He had been to jail twice? He had been to jail twice at this point, but he's a free man. We're all the jailbirds? Okay.
free
You're
man
in
because
petty
you
ass
make people
bullshit
look like
stream
shit.
right
You can't
now.
keep-
This was my panel. I used to only stream on Twitter because I like went off YouTube for 8 months. So yeah, this was like that's why I said I was the host. And yeah, me, Chris, and Josh were just chilling. And then James came in and was like, "Ugh." So when James had bigger balls than he has now, even though he likes to do death threats, I don't think he would get on panel with me again.
But
Or Chris. It's like I don't. I just can't see that happening in the future.
You lie.
end of story.
You lie.
Enjoy
You make up
stroking each
shit,
other's
Jimmy,
dicks.
because
I'm
you
gonna
were
go do something.
paranoid. You
See you
were
later.
paranoid. You thought that guy was setting.
No,
you
I
up.
gotta go because literally I'm sitting here getting all heated,
Alright,
and I
'cause
got
you're
no
a
reason to
pussy.
get heated. Y'all ain't even worth it.
You're
Not
a
a single one of
pussy.
you motherfuckers that are
Move
being
on.
losers.
Your family hates
The ones that are
you.
being
You don't have a
losers
family.
aren't worth it.
Your
But to
son
those
will
of
never
you
know
that are
you.
out there that are listening, just mind your own business.
Your
Or they're welcome
son
to
will
come to
know
my
you. You'll be
broadcast
in
where we do real
jail.
stuff.
Enjoy jail, Jimmy.
James, you need to mind your own business, or else you're
Oh,
gonna end up
trust
in
me, I'm
jail.
minding my own business.
Yeah,
The
go
moment you
back.
speak
You're
into
gonna
my
be. You're gonna go back to
then
jail.
you're in my atmosphere.
Jimmy, check if you have a warrant on you.
I don't care if I do.
Fucking moron.
What? That's not good.
I hope you don't get pulled over.
What?
And this is what I mean. They won't extradite like warrants. It depends. I guess it depends what the warrant was, but he had been violating the restraining order pretty heavily. He wasn't supposed to talk about his ex on social media. He wasn't supposed to be posting pictures of her or anything, or even trying to contact her. And he was doing all three. So there was a warrant out for his arrest. But then whenever he got picked up by cops, and this time I think he was in Florida or Savannah or whatever, he's with the alligators and shit. They wouldn't even over on the east side. They wouldn't bring him to Pennsylvania. So they really wouldn't bring him to Pennsylvania when he made it to LA last time.
What's the what name are we going by this week? Is it still Sullivan?
He doesn't
I
have his
forgot that
ID
was-
to show the police, so they'll just have to go off his YouTube videos.
We
Yeah.
heard that.
So it's still
Jimmy.
Sullivan this week?
how do you guys like I don't know, get it up? Like that's my real question. Like, how do you guys manage?
Well, we know you're a
make it through the
pervert.
day?
So
No,
you'll
serious
never get
question.
it up.
Like, how do you guys manage
You'll never get it up
when
in
you're so
Kate
miserable
again.
to actually do something with your day?
Yeah,
How does it feel that Kate
What?
found
I
a
do
better
lots
man,
in my day.
Jimmy?
Refocus yourselves, and maybe
Hmm?
you'll end up where I'm at. It don't matter
What?
how it looks,
Homeless?
it matters
Being
what
eaten
you
by
do. You
alligators?
got
I'm gonna
shit.
end up there.
He's trolling.
Keep
He's
trying.
trolling, Steve.
Keep trying.
What the fuck? I don't want to end up where you're at, James. I don't want to end up with a restraining order against
Steve,
me, not being
Steve.
able to see my kid, being eaten
Nah,
by
you'd rather be
alligators,
miserable.
homeless,
Just
begging
keep
for
being
fucking
miserable.
money and
That's
food.
not my problem.
Steve, confirm this. Kate is my wife, and there won't be anyone, I repeat, anyone
All right,
getting in the
so
way of that.
I want
We
you to
wronged
realize
one
that
another
y'all are
profusely.
fucking
We
tagging
forgive
yourselves.
one another, continue to heal, and move forward because it's who we are. Jimmy,
Make it
has
clear to
nothing
your
to do with
community,
you.
Steve, that anybody
She
that's
wants
saying that's
nothing
put my
to
wife's
do
name in
with
their mouth
you.
is not
You're
gonna be.
See how he's still calling her his wife, the person who has an active restraining order against him at the time? That's not good.
going
Okay.
to jail. You shouldn't be posting her on social
You guys
media.
gotta chill.
You retard.
You guys don't realize how far I've actually made it. I don't need $1 in my
Is that
pocket.
your
I put all my
Instagram,
money into
James?
resources, and now I
You
got
made
it.
it. Have you seen your text between you and Josh? You're a fucking lunatic.
Do you realize
Get
that?
us back together, Josh.
Okay.
Get us back
All I'm gonna
together.
say to
You
you
can't do
is
it,
that you need to
Jimmy.
find another focus.
You
That's
can't
it.
do
Whatever
it.
else you guys
You
talk
need
about, whatever
Josh
you do,
to
that's
get
fine.
you guys
do
back
you.
together.
But I would
That's
highly
pathetic.
recommend that you do not ever again bring my family into the conversation. If you
Josh
have
to
common
suck
sense, if
your
you do not have
cock,
common
Jimmy,
sense,
to get you
then you're
and
more than
Kate
welcome
back
to say what you
together.
please and keep
You
pointing
really
your finger,
think you and
thinking
Kate
about
are
getting
gonna get
somebody
back together,
incarcerated,
Jimmy?
and then you end up being the one getting pulled over because things are different now.
You really think you're
So
gonna
good
get
luck.
back together with Kate?
What did I say? 4 seconds? Let's see what I said.
James, you just recentered my focus. If anything, you made me more focused.
I mean, it did. I mean, like, I don't think I've missed I haven't missed one stream since that day. But yeah, so that's James. That's how his mental prowess, and he is a master. What did he say of mentally conquering anyone who's trying to conquer him? I don't know. Who do you think? Who do you think won the fight in that one? James, crazy James. Are we gonna have to go back and forward in this? It scares me every time.
That's
we do
why I
that.
get
No,
jack
we're
shit.
good. We're good. Are we good?
That everything I do have hasn't, for the most part, come from other people. It's been shit that I've had to manage.
So many comments since we've been gone. Jeez, we went away for a whole like 8 minutes there.
Stupid motherfuckers that are jealous. You know?
Josh doesn't say a lot.
ID, welcome to the broadcast. Nordic, thanks for 500 hearts. Thanks for 2,000 hearts, everybody. Thanks for 1,000 hearts, Nordic. Thanks for 3,000 hearts. Shout out to my Scandinavian family. Thank you for being so supportive. And I want to give you a shout out for being so supportive here in Hollywood. All right? Because one thing I know about my Scandinavians is that y'all motherfuckers never come out of the trenches in this area. People don't even know you're here. And you came out for me, and I will never fucking forget that. So for the rest of my life, I will be protecting y'all. And that's not even a game. That's not a joke. So
why is he licking his lips so much? Like back in the car days, he used to do that.
I feel like I saw Bigfoot, and I'm thankful. And I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to leave it right at that. I saw the people that don't exist here in Hollywood. You know, the people that are of legend beyond the fucking fame and that shit, right? So I'm famous, but I had a chance to be a legend, and I took it, and I had some fun for a while. But then I decided to step into the fame because that's the life I got to live. It's where I belong. You know, I don't come from the OGs. I come from.
They copyright it whenever I play it now. It's sad. It's a sad time on YouTube.
Moving forward, I don't have to do it twice. Thanks to the people who really do run shit that are behind the scenes that the people make the movies about. And I can go be in a movie and make a movie about the people that I got to meet.
I feel like we missed some context. I don't know who he saw or what he thinks, or he's probably just rambling. I don't even think anything happened, probably.
I mean, you could just leave it for me. All right, bye. Dead man riding. All right.
Maybe I can do it for you guys, since you guys are sweet little angels.
That man's about to die. Tried to save him. If he would have parked his bike like 5 feet further back from me, he wouldn't be getting in a crash a couple of blocks up the road from here. I know these streets that well. And I tried to save him by getting in front of him. but he.
Okay. Okay. Here, hold on.
We are soldiers. Thank you, Massa. Bro, it ain't bipolar. It's called having real emotions and not being bogged down by the lies and the drugs of regular society, bro. Welcome to Hippieville. Welcome to Fifi's. Right beside you. Tonight we're fighting for our lives. Thank you, Massa. Hear your battle cry. Your battle cry. We are the ones who will never be broken. Ah! To our final breath, we'll fight to the death. We are soldiers. We are soldiers.
All right, that's all I. That's all I got. That's the clip I got. It used to be a little longer. I'll try to find the longer one. But Chris, what's going on? I was just showing them the time that James called in. Good times. Good times. Good times on the Twitter Spaces. It won't even let me fucking.
How are you?
Twitter
Mr. Jeans,
anymore.
over the broadcast floor. Thanks for the follow. Google Girl, welcome.
Unless I pay for fucking premium, but fuck that.
Kevin, Dino, welcome to the broadcast. Nathan, what's up? Dino, welcome to the broadcast. Nathan, welcome. Thanks for the hearts. Don't mess yourself up. Keep walking. Toyer, welcome to the broadcast. What was I saying? Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Not much. Not much. Just my channel's turning to fucking James Saroka land over here. But we'll deal with some other stuff in between eventually.
Beat up in front of his kids. Always love seeing that shit. I'm just sick of seeing this shit, so I just try to make it not happen. That's where I'm at. I'm in control mode. I want to control shit because I feel out of control of my own situation. Doug Zilla, thanks for the hearts. Like, you know, when you want to beat somebody up, but you're better than that, so you don't. I'm talking about someone that's in another state. I have a friend of mine who is like halfway across the country, and he needs like a giant slap in the ass so hard that he can't sit down, and I can't do it right now. Can't reach him from here. I have a few friends that could, so I might actually have someone meet up. You know what I'll do? I'll send someone to his work. I'll have them walk right up behind him and just slap him right on the butt as hard as humanly possible. Sorry.
Yeah. That we're gonna do, James.
Be ready. Someone's coming to visit you at work. I figured it out all on my own. I came up with my own good idea.
Doug Zilla, thanks for the 100 hearts. She cute, welcome to the broadcast. And if you haven't noticed, I'd rather walk like a homeless person than be anywhere near scumbags. So like, and now you have a definition and an explanation as to why I made those choices. Because sometimes I literally get so mad at people that I don't want to be anywhere near them. So I will literally go like to the street instead of having to deal with people who just don't deserve my time and attention, you know? And like, they think themselves special enough to even speak to me or speak about me or speak in my direction. And they don't actually even have the legal right to do it. They can't afford to do it. And they don't know they can't afford to do it. So I try to avoid them because I'm so mad that I don't have an ability to protect them. And then they say, well, then it's your time to get off the street. But that's not the reality. It's my time to get paid. It's my turn to get paid. And if I don't get paid, then people start impeding traffic because they're that pissed about me not getting paid, because when I don't get paid, they don't get paid. And it's not my fault. I literally have no involvement with them whatsoever. And that is the God's honest truth. It is a matter of, I am in line socially where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And the people behind the counter, proverbially speaking, are trying to let people cut in front of me and a whole bunch of other people, right?
Well, my ticket number showed up and you let someone in front of me. Guess what happens? You lose your job. And in today's society, especially in Hollywood, losing your job in reference to those types of jobs usually means losing your life. And they really don't play about it. I'm just not a pussy, so I'm willing to talk about it. Because it needs to be.
Everything else $5.
You're fired. All right, Adriano, thanks for the hearts.
Just random fucking people on the street. You're fired. You're fired. You think it's like Donald Trump with The Apprentice over here? Jesus, jumping.
Don't let them cut you off. Yeah, I don't. When they cut me off, they lose their job, and if they say it twice, then they lose their apartment. If they say it 3 times, they lose their food source. Is it free?
$5.
3 5 for $5. I tell you what, I'll eat your hot dog, and I'll eat it in front of 172 people.
Actually, I have probably 1,000.
Oh, you already won. Have a good day, and enjoy losing all your audience.
James. He's the Michael Scott of
Welcome to
homeless
broadcast,
people.
DJ. KK.
He's literally the Michael Scott of homeless people. Michael Scott went up to a fucking hot dog vendor one time. He's like, "What? Well, you can give me a hot dog now because you're gonna throw some out later, right? I'll give you my watch for collateral." I was like, "No, I need like $5." Like, fuck you, your business is going under. Like, what the hell, James?
I hate getting in trouble with the law, so I would rather someone lose their job than end up with a charge. And those are kind of the choices. And that's what I have to deal with on a regular basis. I'm the person who has to choose what happens to people who do shit to me. And you could not imagine how difficult it is to have that kind of a responsibility. 9 times out of 10, law enforcement chooses what happens to people who commit crimes and shit like that, right? But when it comes to me, because of that level of social equity, I literally have to keep law enforcement out of the conversation until they show up, choose what direction it's going. So is it going the street way or is it going the law enforcement way? And it's really fucking hard because I choose one direction and that direction leads towards criminality. I choose the other direction and that direction leads towards law enforcement. So one way or the other, I'm looking like a bitch or a pussy to someone or someone else. One way or the other, I've lost. But for me, as long as I get to maintain my position societally, I've won. I just have to deal with, getting more haters than fans out of that situation. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. It's the way it goes, Holly, welcome to the broadcast. Samantha, welcome to Vigo. And that's how quickly things can grow instead of dying off. So we've gone from 170 to 215 in a matter of 3 minutes. And I haven't done a damn thing. And that's where I'm trying to prove to you guys that it is your audience that runs what you do. It's not you. You're not in control. You're not in charge. Society's in charge, and the audience decides whether or not you're popular. And it's the same for me. My popularity or lack thereof is 100% based on whether or not the audience wants me to be. And so what I've learned is if and when I want to stay popular, it's interesting where I don't have to curb my behaviors for society in order for things to change for better or for worse when it comes to the platform. It's a matter of whether or not I'm doing things that behoove and interest the people that are watching, which is really scary when you think about it, because society could say, we're going to watch you more if you do bad shit. I don't like doing bad shit.
I like to think like my inner brain or my subconscious can pick up when he gets like extra crazy, and then I pay attention, and then I just try to do other stuff in the back. It's 11:30. It's 11:30. Where did the day go? Find a way.
Do everything all these streamers did who had to move out of the country just to maintain their platforms. I can't tell you how many of these guys moved out of Hollywood and they had to move down to Puerto Rico just to be able to maintain their careers because law enforcement was that hard after them. Well, me personally, I didn't have to leave the country. I didn't have to deal with any of that shit because I didn't go out of my way to cause people problems. I didn't make my money off of someone else's misery. I technically made money off of my own misery, but that's neither here nor there. And
it's got nothing to show for it. I do need to get on the bingo card. Let me find if I have an old bingo list or if I just got to make a new one.
Again, without the threat of violence. And, whether I'm the one being made fun of or not in a language that I understand, it's fine. Because the fact of the matter is, it's still not about me either way. It's about the enigmatization of idolization. And I'm comfortable with that because it's a paycheck. And every now and again, I get to meet beautiful women. Doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does. I have definitely learned since COVID to stop being proactive towards the pursuit of women. I usually just mind my own business. And when they come to me, they come to me. When they don't, they don't. If they don't have the gonads to come to me, then they don't. And that's it. I'm not going to be able to associate with women on a personal level who don't have the courage to come directly to me. And so that's why, like, the female friends, that I have, like I said, literally most of my female friends are at least above the age of 60 because they come from generations of women that were very confident and bold and push forward. And I have yet to meet any women in my generation that have the courage to approach me. And it's just a cultural, societal thing. It's not their fault. They're not doing anything wrong. It's just they weren't raised to do that, Most of these women nowadays weren't raised to approach men. And it's really weird because we live in a society where nowadays we speak so much about equality and social justice and, feminist equality. And I support that. I support equality 100%. And whenever I say I support it, I actually mean that I support it. But what's really weird is that these elder generations of women, they come from a time when women were more equal and were more free and did get along better. But nowadays, there's this backward shift of some form of uncomfortable traditionalism that we thought had died off, where women are becoming more submissive in a culture where we're feministic dominance. And we're exemplifying it in today's society. The feministic dominance is being exemplified in society because the women are more traditional, and there's a lot of immigrants coming to the country who are coming from cultures that are more traditional when it comes to the treatment of women. So our country needs to have feminism being pushed. We need equality to be pushed, or we are not going to be able to maintain equality.
Listen to my assistant.
The countries these people are coming from, they don't have equal rights. So women aren't treated equally. And that's the real reason why we have.
I feel bad for him for a second. Then I look at like the old shit where like people are actually helping him and he's a fucking asshole and he's trying to set people up. And then he also, he's a woman abusing psychopath. So the empathy slowly fades.
Guys didn't have many rights whatsoever to begin with. Oh, God bless America. Never gets old, ever. It gets boring sometimes, but it never gets old. Red, welcome to the broadcast. Roke, welcome to BEO. John says, what is happening with the toilet destroyer? Any leads yet? I have not found the person that fucked up the porta potty. I am giving up on it for the night. I can tell you when I don't have the phone in my hand, I could find it within 15 minutes. But I just don't give a fuck anymore because it was never my job to begin with. And I'm done working for free. So that's that. Rope, thanks for the hearts. Who's texting me? Who's texting me? Hi, how am I doing? Who is it? Who's texting me? I don't know who that is. Somebody says, hi, how you doing? You got to tell me who you are. Give me a second. I'm really about to be up and then you messing with that thing because you know I'm going up. I got to call you. I know you.
What are we doing, James? We're just walking. I thought I was gonna go up camera for a second. Where's the dot? Where's the dot? We need Rep and Shanny emojis. We need better James emojis. I feel like I took some screenshots of James the other day. Organized stuff.
You're going to court. You know what I should do? The next dumb motherfucker that tries to tell me I'm going to court, I should get them sent to court. I hate threats. I really do. Like, I am such a do it or don't person. I can't stand that shit. I honestly can't stand it. Oh my God, I can't stand it. I'm out of cigarettes. My cash flow is weak. I'm not digging it, man. It's a rough day. It is a rough fucking day. It's been a good day, though. It's just been a pissy day. Like, even like me, all my friends, and most of the people I met on the street today have had like this, not a bad attitude, but just like pissy, you know, like just really not feeling today, being like overly annoying. And I am too today. I think I'm actually being pretty annoying today myself, you know, but it's just something about today. I don't know what it is. I don't see the moon. Can't blame the moon. Full moon or some shit, but who knows?
Can't blame the moon. It reminded me. I actually thought about this the other day. Me and Chris used to be like, "Just one of those days." The Limp Bizkit song. Why do we play that song? There's some reason. I think probably just because James has these moments where he fucking freaks out.
Guy not realizing that they're about to get rid of themselves. That's my favorite. My favorite is when I deal with some scumbag that's like, you know, they're like, we own the town. And then 5 minutes later, you never see them again.
Oh, he shit his pants. We played the poop pants clip. Couldn't find the car clip. Like he shit his sleeping bag, wanted donations to clean it one time. He also just like was sitting there literally shitting his pants, bitching about. He wasn't even bitching. He was like, my dick's so big. Oh, he's bitching about women not wanting to be with him because he was sitting there with his big shit pants. Is yeah, pretty bad. Breaks.
William says, didn't you get that vape that was on Elvis's star? No, I left it there. Why did I pick it up? That's so gross.
This is
John says, it's nicotine. It creeps up on you. I had issues with it while I was trying to quit. Yeah, no, I don't really care. I mean, I don't like. I've quit cold turkey before, and I was just fine. I don't really deal with that. Like, I've been through actual stress. I'm not a pussy. So, like, you know, nicotine withdrawal is not all that bad. Adrenaline withdrawal sucks dick, but yeah, nicotine withdrawal is not that bad. If you're a pussy, nicotine withdrawal sucks. But if you're not a pussy, adrenaline withdrawal might suck. For me personally, adrenaline withdrawal is the worst. It is worse than coming down off of methamphetamine or any type of drug you could ever come up with.
Have you tried methamphetamines, James?
Yeah. So adrenaline withdrawal sucks. Absolute big fat dick.
It wasn't. You're right, Chris. There's something different about that one. Adrenaline withdrawal. I don't think we need to see James with more adrenaline. I think he's good at this level.
Avoiding him, and he's kind of wants to avoid. Like, he would put up with me tonight, and I'd put up with him. But like, neither of us are really in the mood to be hanging out tonight. But like, we want to hang out. Like, he doesn't want to be alone. I don't want to sleep outside. So like, we're gonna hang out. But like, neither of us is in the mood at all. So I'm just kind of like staying out here as long as possible. And then I'll kind of just like sneak in at the end of the night and then I'll go to bed. Good welcome broadcast. Someone says, yeah, better to wait for mutual moods. I mean, it's not always going to be perfect, you know? It's kind of like being in a relationship. Like, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you're in the mood, sometimes you're not. And that's just how it is, you know? It's like some of you have roommates, you know what it's like. Sometimes you get along and sometimes you don't. And when neither party is paying any rent.
No, that was just like, that was James when he wasn't even homeless or trying hard or struggling. He had a house. He was just too tired, but he still had enough energy to fucking live stream after. So, yeah, but that was gross too.
Fucking place. I'm not supposed to be doing this shit without getting paid because I'm literally doing it on live stream while not getting paid. And the gods of men are watching and they're not very happy. I can feel it.
That's what it sounds like it's on you, right?
They're like, you better shut your mouth. I'm like, I'm about to shut yours. Tell me to shut my mouth. That motherfucker didn't even have he didn't even have the respect to just say it to himself. He said it out loud. I'll go on a date with you. That worked.
Did it? Did it though?
She was really hot. I was bored. Thought I'd try something new.
And you walked
I just
away.
tried what I tried on Tinder. It always works on Tinder. Like, so I will text somebody first, and the first thing I'll say to them is like, "Yeah, I'll go on a date with you," and I always get a response every time.
Is it a positive response? Always get a response.
You smoked every day for 30 years, and you're still alive. Go figure. John goes, "It was a chore to quit." I believe you. What's up?
How are you?
Good. Oh my gosh, it's the Australian guy.
Hi. What's your name
Nice,
again?
James.
James. This is Brad.
Brad.
James.
Nice to meet you.
How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, long time no see.
Yeah.
I've just been busy actually having a life for like 5 seconds,
Oh no.
and I will be back over there at some point.
Come down Tuesday. I'll be there.
Tuesday. All right.
Yeah.
I will do my best to remember.
Hope to see you, mate.
Good to see you, boss.
Good to see
Nice to
you.
meet you.
Take care.
Where's the rear of my hat? I gotta find it. Oh, mother of God. There it is. Found it. Sure. Yeah, those are people I'm probably gonna end up having sex with later. Not tonight, but like in the future or the past or whatever the fuck. This place is so complex, it's so complicated. Where I grew up, there was one timeline to life. It went in one direction. There was no special secret English language. It was just you did whatever the fuck you did. You didn't have crazy, stupid, weak people trying to threaten your life if you spoke about secrets no one gave a shit about anyway. You know, I respect your culture. I just don't respect your gangster. There's a big difference, you know?
I love how it's so open about it now.
Anyway,
Good shit.
Mike, Nikki, thank
He would have never said that before. I'm impressed. Good job, James.
I think that was his boyfriend. They're both really fucking hot. And they were looking at me like, let's go. And I was half thinking about it. I feel stupid for not shutting down the broadcast and just going on them. But I am dedicated to you guys, and I have a friend that I have to.
No, James, go get laid. I need time to myself. Like, go get laid, James. I can live without you.
Confident. If you haven't noticed, I'm literally just talking to random people when they walk by and say something in my direction in such a fashion that would solicit a response. Right? Like they're not actually talking to me, but I could get away with answering the question. And so I'm doing that. I'm just interjecting the way that most people interject in my life without my permission and then turn around when they're embarrassed and try to say it was my fault. I have so much caffeine in my system. I honestly can't even tell you. So
Forget about the toilet bandit. Go home with those 2 strapping lads and call it a night, you know? Oh, wow. Mamma mia. He fancies what he fancies when he fancies it.
All right. Yeah, so like I said, very hot Australian. Yeah, there's some person that literally almost hit a kid. And I was like, Batman time. Yeah. Yeah. People think I'm scared tonight because I'm acting very similarly to the way that I would when I'm scared. But I'm actually not scared tonight. It's a very similar emotion, and it's called rage. I'm in a state of rage, not in a state of fear. It's not fear-fueled rage. It's excitement-fueled rage.
Honored.
So for people that aren't involved in the emo or metal community, you don't really understand. But it's just this thing called, just like
emo or metal community.
Just an immense, overwhelming amount of sexual energy that you never, ever get to utilize for like a year and a half. And so you just keep not doing anything with anyone ever, and you're okay with it, and you spout off about it to your audience, and then you get more views because they want to see if you're actually going to get laid that night, and then the suspense builds and the suspense builds, and you get very happy that the karate door isn't open so the children don't hear you talking about what you're talking about. And then nothing happens. So it's essentially like watching a ghost story on TV when they have those ghost houses, right? Like the haunted houses.
Well, he's ignoring
but then
comments.
nothing ever happens. That's
I didn't think any comments were coming through because up here, but he's just ignoring comments. Okay.
my life. Like you kind of just come with me on the journey and you wait for something really exciting to happen. And there's a lot of suspense, but then you just get disappointed at the end and you go home and you masturbate. That's about all you do. So essentially, I'm just like super softcore porn for the social public. Yeah, I'd say that's what I do. That's what I do for people. I get people all sexually excited, and then I shut down the broadcast, and I'm like, oh, my battery's dead, but actually, I'm gonna go pump one off in the corner. Just kidding. Anyway, John goes, need some tea. That is calming. I would love some tea. Sweetheart, welcome to broadcast. Thanks for the hearts. Billy goes, I didn't know you were emo or into metal. Yeah, Ash, I love all types of music. And I especially, when no one's paying attention and when I'm not around anybody, I do get into some serious emo music, metal, post-hardcore, whatever the fuck you call nightcore, whatever category that would be in. I'm super into that shit. Just anything that gets me moving like 15 miles an hour without running. Like when I can walk like 15 miles an hour. I'm exaggerating, obviously. But this is the reason why most people think I do drugs, because I'm just like, I always have just an immense amount of absolutely absurdly over the top, overzealous levels of energy just all the time for no good reason. Like I ate today, I slept last night.
Yeah, stick to the men. Just keep messing with guys. I don't know why that feels safer to me. Just, yeah, do that.
Like I feel like I'm being underproductive. Like right about now in the wilderness is where I would pounce and make love. And then I'd have a baby with somebody. But like
What?
I already did that and it's done. So like I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Like I had a child, I'm pretty sure. So like I've completed the process of life that I'm supposed to. And the person that I was with, and I'm not talking about the person that you guys think I'm talking about, the person that I was with, who I do have legal right to talk about, because they didn't do anything crazy or try to like get me to not talk about them. And like most
What about the fucking restraining orders?
like it's cool. And she's pretty much like a guy and a girl mixed together, and she didn't want a guy in the relationship. So she's just like, do you want to be a dad? And I'm like, not twice. And she's like, I don't really want you to be a part of it anyway, but if you want to, you could. And I'll be like, can I do it later? That's why I was pretty much like, I want to do it later. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. So it's like, okay, you know?
Yeah, when he's not. Remember the first day he came back, he's like, "Yeah, Steve, you're the father." I'm like, "What the fuck are you
He
talking
kind of
about?"
wanted
He
me
had-
to not really ever have a kid.
So James is a father again in his own mind. Yeah.
You know, I'm a god of a human being, and I'm very difficult to control. So most of the society doesn't really want more of me. They want more of like the average person, I guess. So I did it anyway. And so now I'm like, I guess, paying the price. That's fine. I'm used to it. Okay. Nordic goes, I like Nightcore and Sigma music. What is Sigma? Billy says, Electric Callboy, the
It's freezing now.
popular band. I've never heard of Electric Callboy.
Come on, James.
Gusto, thanks for the follow. 192 to the broadcast. My name is James. I am absolutely off my rocker tonight. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. Un momento, por favor. Where is it going with that? Oh, add me on VK. That's number one. Facebook asked me today if I wanted to have my profile. That's weird because I just talked about it today. Facebook asked me today if I wanted my profile shifted over to a public figure profile, or like one of those types of profiles to have it verified and then have Instagram verified. And apparently you can pay to have your account verified. And I think that's absolutely ridiculous. Like you can pay to have yourself verified. Like how does it's totally illegitimate? Like it just doesn't even count anymore, you know? Like how could you possibly count that as real? If you could.
If someone get this man some cigarettes, he was way more calm. He went with cigarettes in his system.
You know,
Lizzie, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the broadcast. Elizabeth from Ghana. Welcome from Ghana. Gusto, thanks for the hearts. William says, I think cigarettes would calm you. Yeah, well, I actually am mostly out of money. So, that's fine.
Thought you made so much money selling the cigarettes.
Like, he's sitting on a bench, and I'm like, when you get evicted, it's not my fault. Can we please remember that? Just remember, just don't forget. When you lose your apartment, it wasn't my fault. It's called social order. Apparently, it's a thing. A lot of people apparently cut in front of me in line in the social order of things for like years because I sound stupid when I talk, and they were able to get away with it for a while. But now that there's like a social algorithm, like everything is seen by everybody, including when people in nice cars try to make a movement to like shut up or you get your head cut off. And I'm just like, now you're going to probably get your head cut off. And it's really not my problem. And so like I sit on the bench and I wait for the Metro company to come around here and actually make these real Metro benches before they tell me not to sit on them. But yeah, it's been a good day. Did I mention that
We're back to the
it's
benches?
my birthday on Saturday? I'm very excited. I'm probably going to do nothing. And my friends are probably just going to be jealous assholes. So it's going to be an awesome, awesome weekend. Very excited. Bay boy, welcome to the broadcast. Like my elderly friends are probably going to be cool because they already have their whole life figured out and they don't have to be jealous for any reason other than maybe like my youth. But they're pretty youthful themselves, so like I can't imagine they're jealous. I honestly couldn't. Like I know when I'm in my 70s and 80s, I am not going to be jealous of people. I'm not jealous of them now. Like life is shit regardless. Why be jealous? So yeah. William goes, come on here. We'll wish you a happy birthday. I will. I'm very excited to see how many people try to get me incarcerated on October 5th. I cannot wait for people to call the cops like 8 different times. And then eventually law enforcement is probably just going to pick me up and then buy me stuff because it's my birthday.
Just because it's your birthday? Why would we want to get you
I'm
arrested?
serious. That's probably what's going.
It's not like, oh shit, it's James' birthday. Let's try to get him arrested. It's usually James is committing crimes. Let's get him arrested.
Because they actually feel so bad for me because they have seen more than anybody else how much shit I've actually been through on these streets. And so they're actually really sympathetic and nice about it. Holy fucking A. Oh my God. Where did it go? Is it gone? Oh my gosh, that
car?
thing moved so quick. There was a rat.
Oh, it's a
There
rat.
was literally a rat like the size of both my fists put together.
It's rats and Lamborghinis.
That was ridiculous. I can't.
He got more excited for the rat than the Lamborghini.
I swear that rat was almost the size of a rat you'd see in Manhattan. Thanks for the hearts, Amber. Okay, welcome to the broadcast. Isn't it fun to make shit up? I'm pretty good at it. Like I said, guys, you treat me like shit around my birthday, so I'm just going to be fake with you for the next year. I swear to God, like don't even test me on it. I'm totally serious. I'm going to be fake for 365 days to pretty much everybody until I get my shit together. And even then, I'll probably keep being
James.
fake.
Come on, James. It's not
Like
that
you
bad.
guys had the real me and you
I mean,
fucked
it
it
is
up.
pretty bad.
So now you can have fake me. Yaddy, thanks for the hearts.
I feel like it's
Billy says, get more excited for the rat than the Lambo. Yes, bro, I see Lambos every day. But the rat that just went down that street right there was definitely the size of the rats that you see in Manhattan. Okay? So it's not
Never
my
been to
fault
Manhattan.
when the Bratva gets that guy. It's really not my fucking fault. He's the one that decided to tell, not me. So we're just going to leave it at that. Moving on. KK, welcome to the I really thought that motherfucker was coming back. He was like a real one from like a fucking, what do you call it? Like where the ballerinas dance. Like he was a real motherfucker. That was like some John Wick shit. I'm not kidding you. But I could see the look on his face that he just told on somebody. So I'm like, you're definitely American. I'm American, but like the kind of American that doesn't really have anything to tell anyway. So like I don't qualify to be a rat because like it's like I know so much, but I'm like integrated in the community. So like what would be constituted as ratting for a criminal is kind of just conversation for me because I just like I don't really have anybody to tell on.
I don't really want anyone to tell on, honestly. I don't like people like that. I just don't get along with them. It's a personality thing. I'm trying to look sexy. How am I doing? I love making people sexually uncomfortable. It's very enjoyable. So like I'm currently sitting here with my legs crossed. I'm thinking I might just like put my legs out and just spread my legs and see what people do. I mean, like literally just like spread, like I could just put my feet down and just like spread my legs and just see what people do.
Bro, I don't do anything.
Oh my God. People are actually looking. Holy shit. Like with sexy eyes. Like I literally just got sexy eyes from an Asian man. But what I'll probably dude. What I'll probably do, I can't get fucked tonight. I'm just not in the mood. It's also a joke, but so like when I'm doing a lot of walking and the sun's out and I'm like on that other bench, I'll put my legs out and I know it looks totally bad, but like I don't give a fuck because I'm so tired. And then I end up having some hot girls pull up and they're like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I'm like, "I am sitting here with my crotch sticking out, aren't I?" And then that's about it. I would feel bad if I went to hang out with my buddy and he was like I opened the door and he's asleep, you know? People actually think I'm scared right here.
No, I don't know. He doesn't seem scared. I guess that means he's scared. Why do people think you're scared?
Or scared in the slightest. And I don't know why. It's just apparently coming off as fear, but I'm actually not scared at all. I guess people just don't believe me. It's fine. I don't really care if they do or if they don't, but William says power bottom, Freudian slip. I actually didn't say anything close to anything having to do with any form of verbiage that would even relationally come back to the notion of the words that are formed in a sentence with the two words that you said as power bottom. Billy says, "Who thinks you're scared?" Just people. Billy the refrigerator.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Now that we're adulting, I'm going to get up.
He banned Billy. Banned Billy. I think that's all my accounts.
See, so in case you guys don't know what scene this is in the movie, this is the part where I start to partner with the people that run Hollywood to help them protect Hollywood from all the big bad guys that are trying to move into Hollywood and take it over. That's what part of the movie this is. Oh, wait, I already did all that. And I future-proofed it and automated it, so we're good. You just keep living your life, you'll be just fine. Yay, technology.
How do I do that?
Slipper, welcome to the broadcast. You ever say something that out loud that's true, but like very revealing, and then you realize you said it? Well, I'm saying stuff, and I'm like, oh, wait, that's like super, super revealing. Both. Definitely both. There's a guy on the other side of the road. He's like, do you want that chick or that chick? And I'm like, both. Like, why not? Why not? Yeah, let me be nice to one and mean to the other. No, I'll take them both. I'm not a dick.
Nice question.
Sure. Oh my God. I just want to see if I get a reaction. There's a person crossing the street. I don't know.
Sign out of
I don't know
all
who it is.
accounts.
Never seen it before in my life. I swear.
Is that going to fix my problem here?
No, I walk by the trash can. Me. Just me. I think it's funny. Whatever. Whatever. I do what I want. I posted all those photos today, guys.
Let's see.
I actually had the courage to post on TikTok today. I was very proud of myself. I just put a photo up, but I put something up there. So, like, I think I posted like 15 times today across like the 14 or 15 different platforms. I might have done double that. Oh shit, I posted a lot today. But yeah, I put a whole bunch of stuff up there to keep you guys occupied.
And get punched.
I don't know if you use OK or VK, but I use them both. And I actually post different stuff on different platforms. So you kind of have to go on all the different platforms to find the stuff that I post.
Dropped. Knocked out.
So
Done.
like, should I do what most people do where they
It's all
force people to be in a relationship?
Billy's an old character that I think he actually caught on to at one time, but he really loved Billy. So I thought he maybe forgot about that. But I guess like, yeah, I mean, like I was asking too many questions. Like he was scared of him. He doesn't like that. He didn't like that question.
She wanted me to do and like force her to be with me. I think it's like a leverage thing. Cause like when you force somebody to be with you, then it's like, you're really not supposed to do that by society standards. And then they could like claim something if something happens and they want your money. But I don't know. I'm not a really good liar and I'm not a criminal. So I'm not very good at this kind of thing. The whole social thing is just like not something I fully understand all that much. But pink is definitely something I understand. I don't know what it means, but it seems to attract itself to me quite often. Thanks for the 100 hearts. Dr. Juicy, welcome to the broadcast. Fucking homeless people are like, give me your phone. And I'm like, give me your phone, motherfucker. It really does happen like that. I kid you not. It really does happen like that. Well, you'll have like a random person be like, give me what's yours. And I'll be like, actually, like, I need you to give me what's yours because you asked me for what's mine. And like, I don't want to give it to you. And like, I know you don't want to give to me what's yours, but like you asked first and you cost me like an equivalent amount of energy to what your phone is worth. So like, you know, I say yes to that offer. You know what I'm saying? Ugh. I rant. Not usually, but tonight. I don't know. Something about tonight. I'm just really like ornery tonight. There's still, what are they doing? Why have they been lined up for like 4 hours? What could possibly be that interesting that they're, well, maybe this lady, but they're lined up for like 4 hours. I swear. Look at this. Where the heck do you ever see this? Oh, that's not a child. Where the fuck do you ever see this shit? Like, look at how many people are lined up here. They're all the way down the block. They're all the way from the theater down to LA Fitness lined up. I don't know what on earth they're doing, but it's got to be good, whatever it is. I saw that one coming. It's always the person you don't expect that tries to steal your phone. Like you'll have somebody coming up who looks like a thug, but they're like totally cool and just minding their own business. And it's that guy that's like all prim and proper. And then he just freaking takes your phone and runs off with it wearing a suit, you know, and you can just hear his heels clacking as he runs off.
Like the guy who was dragging the pipe the other night.
Never happened to me, but I've seen it. Thankfully, I've never had my phone stolen. I've never had anything stolen from me. People are usually smart enough not to steal from me. Every now and again, there's a free radical that's dumb enough to think about it and they look me in the face and like, oh God, that person's going to hunt me down and eat my children. I'm like, it's a stark possibility. You should probably run. And then they do. So it's all good in the hood. So the
Hell
Fonda,
yeah.
they're all lined up at the Fonda for, I thought it said Mandalay Bay. Got it. And solved. What is this? Golden Voice presents Magdalena Bay. And I guess that's what they're playing today. And I suppose it's a very popular play. I don't know.
What do you say?
Never heard of it, but apparently there's a lot of really attractive people that have heard of this play.
Fucking guy.
I'm about to make my round there too. I just soften them up. I'm gonna make my round. See how many giggles I can get. Oh shit. And we're back. equivalent exchange. Yo, John, yo, bro, I thought that was a rant and a half. I'm doing good now, but man, did I go off for a minute there. I'm good now. It's probably a pop-up club or something. No, they're there every day. And every time they have a show, there's people lined up all the way around the corner. And
talking about this right here, bro. My bad. I'm being hella
no, you're
nosy.
cool.
I overheard
Yeah.
you. What is this? If you don't mind me
It's
asking.
some kind of play.
Because my girl was just asking. You don't know exactly what it is?
I mean, I would go to it.
That's what we finna do right now. We finna walk and see.
I'm telling you, they're always over there, bro.
I overheard you talking. I'm like, man, shit.
Yeah, every time I pass by here, I'm telling you, every time they have a show that's just around the block, every single time.
Shit deep, whatever it is, we finna go see and act. My bad, I didn't mean to intrude.
No, you're cool. No, I got you. Pixie, welcome to the broadcast. Shanito, welcome to the broadcast. So, should I go knock on the Paramount door tonight? I'm thinking about it. If I'm going to get away with it, it's going to be tonight. I pretty much got an all-access pass to be a dick. So, trying to figure out what to do with it. I don't really know what to do with it, but I'll find out. I figure I'll start with staring at my phone as I cross the street. Oh, man. People. So many people. Ugh. Every time. It's always good.
Yeah, there's people out on the streets.
Just hit them. Hell with it. We'll clean it up. Just kidding. So there's been a jacket on the ground for like 3 hours. Is it really weird, guys? Guys, I gotta admit to you, I've gotten way too comfortable in Hollywood because, like, I am not homeless anymore. I am not dealing with any problems. I got like everything together, and I still see clean shit that people just throw on the ground, and I'm tempted to pick it up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm serious. Like, I'm clean camped. I get to shower every day. I eat a lot of food. I drive a nice car. Okay, I'm driven around in a nice car, and I do really cool shit with my life. And I still to this day am tempted to pick shit up off the sidewalk. I don't care what people think about it. I really don't, because like it's $4,000. Like, I'll find a jacket on the side of the road and people are like, oh, that's gross, don't pick it up. And I'm like, but it's worth like $4,000. And so then I pick it up and I make $4,000. And they're like, that belonged to the cartel. And I'm like, oops. But then it's just a typical Wednesday and it's all fine. And I move on with my day and have fun. And, you know, before you know it, I start making friends in all sorts of walks of life. And then we make a movie out of it and call it a day and we do it again. Ladies first. So I'm going to make this my last round. A little bit of a confession. I do still have a lot of battery life, but fuck you for forgetting about my birthday and not caring about it. So I'm going to shut down early, save my battery, be selfish, hang out with my friend, probably get a blowjob, and then eat a shit ton of food.
Yeah.
And that's going to be my night. And
Do
I
it.
might actually hit up with my female friends and just go have actual real life sex for the first time since I moved to Hollywood. But probably not, because fuck that too. I'm just not in the mood. I'm really just not in the mood.
James is angry today. Angry guy. Real
Like,
life.
I'm
sex.
actually so upset that for one of the only times since I've ever started live streaming, I actually don't care what you guys think. Like, I always care what you guys think, you know? But like, seriously, I would say this is like one of 5 times in my entire social media career that I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I'm not going to do anything irresponsible. I'm not going to go out of my way to be an idiot. I'm just going to say fuck it and not really like do anything or care what you think.
Yeah, that's left.
I care about your feelings. I just don't really care what you think about me right now because I'm just not in a mental space to give a fuck. I'm in a space where I love you. I care about you. I want to have
Maybe he was having a lot of phone sex in prison. I don't know.
down my broadcast early and falling asleep miserably alone. Oh, save me. Megan, thanks for the follow. Let it be. Welcome to the broadcast. Like, I am so out of fucks to give that I'm actually walking heel toe and letting my legs hyperextend. Like, when I'm tired and I don't care, that's how I walk. I just walk like it doesn't fucking matter. Like, nothing fucking. Like, there's a whole motorcade going across the street, going down the street right now, and I am not showing you any of it because I literally do not care.
I'm not being ergonomic when I walk. That's how much I don't care anymore. James, calm down. Isn't it? Don't know.
I'm just like, well, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. You didn't cook me dinner, so I'm not going to show you shit. This is what you get for not helping me yesterday. That's what you get. How about that? How about that?
What?
I love yous. Fuck you.
Are we done?
Thanks for the burger.
Are we out?
Thanks for McDonald's. It's fantastic.
Of course we're not out. No. He's doing the fake out. Beagle will pump his chat with like a couple beans if he says he's leaving, like the bots will. I guess they can gamble that much. There's always a fake out. There's always a fake out leave before he actually leaves. There's always, this is the last time around the block. Five times later.
I need to shut my mouth before I say anything worse. I've taken it about as far as I should. Now, I haven't taken it anywhere near as far as I could, but I have definitely taken it as far as I should. You don't even want to know how far I am capable of taking it. Remember, Thor was the god of thunder, not the god of lightning. And I know how to be loud. No, I'm not calling myself Thor. I'm just giving a comparative example.
Kratos, what up? I hope you're okay. Hope everything's okay.
Dollar Tree, welcome to the broadcast. Pot, welcome to the broadcast. That's pretty funny because I'm like a Dollar Tree. I like it.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. If you guys wanted to buy him like a fucking $2 razor blade so he can actually shave, that'd be productive. I wouldn't be, if you're going to give James anything, don't give him beans. Fucking, I don't know. Send a drone with a little Gillette disposable blade over to him.
The funny things that I say when I'm not live and just try to find a way to say them when I'm live.
What is that?
I almost said my pants hurt. Every time, you're not going to stab me in the butt. I'm telling you that. I will never fall for that. I've come close. But the only Scotsman that ever got me ended up losing his dick. I had nothing to do with it, I swear. I don't make shit up as I go along either, I swear. I don't fabricate stories for no good reason, I swear. I don't pretend like I can sell women to people, I swear. It's prostitution. We're not in Las Vegas.
No.
Just saying. Chad, welcome to the broadcast. William goes birds. No, all the birds have secluded for the night. The sun's down and they get pretty bored. But essentially, so I explained this to my friend that wanted me to dick her down. She goes, so like, I don't get it. You're Irish. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I am the god of the Irish people in the sense of I'm Norwegian. So you came from the womb of my people. And then you migrated south. The Irish, the Scots.
Is he going to get to we're two related? Because like he wanted to bang his fake cousin Taylor Swift. So I don't know why that would be a barrier for him.
Irish people, if they were on steroids constantly their entire lives, and probably crack and cocaine and like a slew of other drugs that made you like superhuman. That's essentially what a Scandinavian person is. So like we do everything that an Irish person or a Scottish person does. We just do it way too much.
What's going on, Des?
Much, essentially. We just do it so much that it like pervades every corner of society to the level where we are so inundative socially that we almost go unnoticed because that many people are already kind of like socially inseminated with our beliefs and practices.
I need to make it. It wants my phone number.
And yeah, so that's pretty much how it is. So yeah, there you go. But when I hang out in Hollywood long enough before taking a trip and I let my beard grow in, it grows in red. Well, okay, like half red. But I have video proof. I'm not making this up. Sometimes my half red. And I swear to you, no other time, no other place. Just when I'm in Hollywood, my beard grows in half red. I'm thinking it's the sun. It's probably the sun. And when I'm in Scandinavia, my beard and my mustache grow in. When I'm there for a couple of months, my beard grows in blonde. Not shitting you. My hair is always brown. I don't know why. I'm lying to you. Once it was blonde, but it's because I dyed it. But that's neither here nor there. That was a very interesting experience, actually.
Money Smart Latina. Have you seen his racist rant because the bus driver wouldn't let him on the bus? It was Soul Food Tuesday or whatever. James had a fake bus ticket, I think, or I don't know. I could see him getting like a white power jail tattoo in jail. Though one of the 3 times he was there, I think the last time was prison. He's like, I've been to prison now. Okay, it's different than jail. I was like, that sucks. Stop violating the restraining orders.
100. Thank you for all the hearts. So,
no, you have. It was the same one where he was saying the N-word a bunch of times, and he was going on about him being Hitler and Hitler's grandson and stuff. It's just later on in the rant, I think it was like Soul Food Tuesday on the bus. Bunch of black people on the bus. I was the only white guy. And you're going to tell me that just go to fucking Jacksonville? He was crazy. He thought both of his feet were broken or whatever.
Ugly. So I should be able to meet a really attractive woman and be able to date in Hollywood because most attractive women in Hollywood, no. Most attractive women in Hollywood date ugly guys. So,
we can watch it when he ends it. Come on,
that's
my foot pedal.
That is my hope. Now there is one factor that I'm missing. I'm not a millionaire, so I got the ugly part down. But I'm not a millionaire.
$15 million.
So I may have some trouble with finding the girlfriend, but at least I can try. You guys know I don't want a girlfriend, but we're just gonna go that route for the moment, you know. Thought he was getting on the bike or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the fucking tool he doesn't use. His people invented it.
First, I'm kind of annoyed and sick of them for the moment, but we're kind of stuck together in the same space. I don't normally have to do that. Like, I'm used to being able to just go off and go wherever I want or do whatever I want. And now that I can't, it's just so weird because like we want to beat each other up, but we love each other. And I'm really not used to doing that. The last time I tried that, you guys remember, it didn't really go well. So I don't know if I really want to try that again, but maybe. Yeah, me too. Satan smite you. I just thought I wanted to say that in like the voice of a video game character and just see how it felt and how it sounded. I think I'd be a really good voice actor. I really
DJ
do.
Electra.
Deja, welcome to the broadcast.
I don't know what that was.
But yeah, I really want to fuck tonight, but I just don't think I'm gonna. I never end up. I don't. It just doesn't happen. I'm like not cool enough, and most women just don't have the energy to like drag me through the entire experience of getting me to bed. Because like by the time it gets there, then they're like tired. You know, like by the time we make it to the bedroom, they're like, "Holy shit, you really are that dry and bored." And I'm like, "Yes, I wasn't joking." Like literally, the last woman I was with.
Sure. So if you DM me, if you have social media anywhere, DM me. I can send you the link because you remember. Or email me, SteveDelive@gmail.com. If you don't have like any other socials, because I gotta do them in a weird way. But we only need to get them once. Once you're in, you're in. Bye.
I'm not ready. I'm really pissed off, and I'm just not in the mood.
Oh, speaking of memberships, let me see if I have any to gift, and if I do, I can gift some. I need to go smoke soon. These vapes have like nothing in them.
But like, I don't want to do that 5 or 6 more times. You know, I've already done it like 3 times, and I don't need 6 more people in my life who I don't fuck. You know, sure they're not too happy about it, and they're probably going to end up starting a little cult of middle-aged women that hate my guts and want to murder me because I won't have sex with them, like we already did on the internet. Like I feel like it's all being replayed. Like
James, what? Okay, whatever, James. This is weird.
And like almost got me incarcerated, and I feel like it's happening in real life. Like these ladies are taking me in, and then we almost have sex, and then I'm just like, I'm sorry, but like my situation's so fucked up that like I feel bad to even have, like, I don't even feel right to have sex with you. So like, we're just not going to do it. I'm going to sleep on your couch. Please don't murder me in the middle of the night. And they're like, don't worry, I won't kill you. Just, if you're going to empty the fridge, make sure that you eat the good stuff first. So I'm like, thank you. And then it pretty much goes from there.
All right, he was on a funny little rant there, so I thought I'd let him finish. Give me 1 second. We will do the gift because I'll just take a couple seconds here. Let's share this tab instead. Whoa. So I have 10. So I'll give away 5 right now. I'll show you how I do it. So there's no nepotism. I've tried to use nepotism before. It says no. So this is random. I'm sorry, guys. But a little bit membership gifting. You have 10 to give. Okay, so we get 5 now. There are 90 of you, so it's like what? It's a 10% chance. That's probably wrong math. Probably not. It's probably like it's over 5%, I think, because 5% would be 100. So it's 10. I don't know how to do math, but here we go. Let's see who gets one. We got. Oh, see, I got excited, Emily. I thought you were one. We got Dez got one. You got Jen got one. Scary Carrie. Oh, these are good people. MJV gets one, and Diane. Oh, hopefully it's not fucking. I can't remember. Dan Elite, like DJ Diana. No, fucking Daisy Diana. I don't think it is. But anyways, congratulations. I'm sorry, Emily. I'm sorry, Emily. I don't know what else to do. That's all I can do for now. But yeah, let's get back to Jim Bob over here. I'm sure he's saying riveting things.
I can't tonight with a dude. I can't. I'm not feeling it. I'm barely feeling the female energy tonight. I'm barely even feeling myself, bro. Barely even feeling myself tonight. So you ever have that where you really, really, really want to have sex, but like at the same time you don't want to have it at all? That's where I'm at mentally, and I don't know why. I honestly don't. But it's fine. I'm just really confused with myself tonight. Really confused. I don't think I've felt this way many times before in my entire life. So I'm just a little like out of sorts and wondering what the fuck I'm going through mentally. I mean, it can't be pure. You know what, though? I am actually not all the way. I am not completely sexually. My dad growing vertically until he was like 36. So like I still apparently have like 3 or 4 inches to go. So yeah. So it could be that. Maybe I'm going through like another mental transformation and like a physical transformation in some way. You know, like I don't know. Like I'm literally in my late 20s and my dick is still growing. It's probably not a good thing.
Like Rev, I don't think his dick is still growing.
But it's true. I'm telling you the truth. You didn't ask, but I told you. I used to date a chick that lived up there. She lives in a really high apartment up there. Like we could literally see the whole fucking city from her apartment. I remember her because she was unfortunately very sick. It was very sad. She's a very, very sweet girl, but she had a lot of ailments going on, a lot of biological ailments, like hereditary stuff. But we used to hang out all the time. She's very sweet, and I miss her. Not since I moved here. It was actually when like I was traveling, and I traveled into Hollywood like a couple of years ago, and I met her over Tinder, and then we connected and hooked up, and then we stayed together for a while. And I never really shared that with you guys until now.
You don't get that free gifts. So basically, like, I don't know, YouTube's like, hey, Steve, do you want to just like give memberships away and not get paid for it? You get 10 a month. I was like, sure, why not? I only have the membership so we can have emojis. I need to make more emojis, but we need more members. It's like a catch-22 kind of. But I gotta swap some of these out. But like we got like Xavier, a Duster Can, Heather, Rachel, Rhea, Xavier, Daisy, Gala Dylan, my cat. Well, it's not my cat, it's the Gala sister's cat. James, Daisy again. We got 2 Daisies. John. All these guys. We got these guys. But if I could just have those guys with the membership, that would make life a lot easier.
A little more cock. Tell me I don't know what I'm doing or what I'm talking about. I pretty much gained the most experience I could from every walk of life, to the point where I know what is in the pockets of the guy in front of me just by the sound of it as he's passing by me and making sure to walk real close to me. I know what's in his pockets. And now I can make sure to get something in my pocket to cover for him for walking so close behind me. And that's how I handle the people in Hollywood, because they're my people. They're not just your people, they are our people. Whether they live here or they just are just visiting. When
Maybe I'm just blind. I can't see your other comment, Maria. What's going on, James? He's skipping Wi-Fi towers and has mic muted. Hold on. Okay, no, he's glitching. Is his mic muted? Was it after this? Hold on. Let me do oh. James, are you back? Why is it
5.5 generations pieced together from this area, from the mind mapping I was raised on. I don't really have to think about much. I just kind of got to let people do what they do. I do what I do. I take a paycheck. I move on with my day. And then I will do adult things when
I'm trying to find it. And I don't know why James Key Street's not frozen over here.
And the way that you flip it and be able to get paid to do things instead of paid to do things.
Are you good, James? Can I go like find this now? He's such a needy person to watch. Gotta keep an eye on him. Oh my god.
Just make sure that you are personally worth more than the product you buy. So essentially what I'm telling you is that if you can't get a taco without paying for it, the market sees you as worth less than a taco. Very fucking sad notion, very sad thought. But think about it. Seriously.
I know what I can do.
If you in the market were considered to be worth more than a taco, wouldn't they give you a taco to bring your value down instead of charging you to buy a taco? Because the market wants to dominate you, right? That makes sense. The market wants to dominate you. Well, how are they dominating you if you're the one paying? That puts you in a position of dominance. If you're the one providing, you are the dominant. Well, you're providing them with money. If you were considered to be worth more than the taco you're buying, they would buy you the taco. They would give you the taco. Think about it.
Oh, I don't know why I missed this. No, you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay for the Discord.
Think about it. Oh, he's just messing around. Don't worry about him.
Messing around, yeah.
It's gonna be so nice to never have to hear that voice ever again. It is gonna probably give me a boner when I hear him screaming, though. Not gonna lie to you.
Mom spaghetti.
I'm just joking. See, here's the thing. I've been to prison, so like I know how they think, but I don't think that way or act that way. But every now and again, I like to make a joke, like I just said. Like when he, like I said, that I'll probably have a boner when he's screaming. Well, essentially, I'm saying that because people they get turned on by like violence and stuff. I don't, but when I'm pissed off enough, I can make a joke about it. Just in case she was on camera, figured I'd make a face.
I don't know if that's what he meant, Chris, but that'd be pretty racist. Yeah, get mad, get naked. Yeah.
I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am, because I'm having a shit ton of fun. Yo. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna call it a night because, like, I really hate everyone right now, and I actually do. Like, I hope you take it to heart. Like, I hate your fucking guts, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
We hate you too.
William, thanks for the beans. I love a good bean.
We gotta show the racist rant anyways, because some people haven't seen it. Like Money Smart Latina, I think there's a couple of people who are like, what? No, I don't know about that. It's good. I mean, it's good as far as like rants go. Not good at like I don't agree with anything he's saying, but like, whoa, this guy's crazy good.
They're like, you're not supposed to be here. I'm like, you're supposed to be dead. What do you mean I'm not supposed to be here? For all intents and purposes, you and the guy that told me to shut up are supposed to be dead. So like, you're fucking welcome. Tell me about this shit. I'm me and you're you for a reason. Don't forget your place.
Am I happy
I don't even have
to
one
be home
yet.
while you go to jail or the streets? The streets
Shut
are
up, I'm
jail.
bored. Of course, I'm sincere about it, but it's just such a small pursuit for me that I
don't know why I'm
tend not
blind.
to take it nearly as seriously as most people would prefer that I do. I will tell you, our professional violinist gets better every time I hear him. Very impressed. I've been listening to that kid for about 1.5 years, ever since I saw him over in Santa Monica. And every time he plays that violin, he gets better and better at it. I'm very proud of that kid. Never fucking gives up. There's so many people on the street that are fucking jealous of him. I say, fuck them. You know? Good for him. Good for him.
He hasn't even been back a month yet.
Because right now I'm about to go to sleep instead of having sex, and I'm very proud of myself. So, and why am I proud of myself? Just because I want to make it sound like it's what I want to be doing. But I'm doing really good. Today was a success. I didn't get to do everything I wanted, but I got to do everything I needed to do. And now I get to go to sleep peacefully and comfortably. And I'm just lucky and blessed. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan?
Just kidding. I don't really care either way. I mean, that's my truth. I don't really talk about it a lot, but like, I really don't give a fuck. So here's the type of person that I am. I don't really believe in anything or like do anything 99.99999% of the time. And then that whatever the fuck 1% of the time, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I believe in you. I love you. I'm on my knees. Please save me and don't allow me to be burning in hell. And like, that's about it. That essentially wraps up my life, is that I'm very, very confident and dominant. And then like that moment right before I die on the street, I'm like, Jesus Christ, save me. And then he does. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm going back to be a Christian for 5 minutes. And then once I start dominating society again, I'll go back to not believing. And then I just stay in that vicious cycle pretty much my whole life. I mean, I have thus far. I just don't have it in me to dedicate myself to not being a Christian, because it's like without it, I'm just so angry and miserable all the time. But that's just me, right? I don't know how to like maintain my happiness. Like I could be melodramatic or like even keel, but like that's the best that I could do. I've never been able to be like joyful or happy without Jesus Christ. But God, have I tried. I can't tell you. And I keep trying just so I can live a regular life and not constantly be obsessed with just one, little thing that a lot of people believe in. But it's just my brain is hardwired that way. I can't seem to be able to change it, no matter who tries to influence me or how much I try to change my own choices and behavior. I just always keep going back to it. I don't think I've given myself enough time, but I'm also too nervous to like dedicate myself to another lifestyle when I've been living that one way my whole life for the most part. It's what I know, it's what I'm good at. And I really don't feel like having to start over again, Well, you stream later tonight, probably not.
Yeah, he wants people to be like, don't go, or to send him gifts or something. I don't have accounts, and Google wants a phone number to make an account now. Can I log in with just like a normal email address? Maybe I can make Facebooks for each of the emails that I have. That'll take fucking, how long would that take actually? I need to ask him some questions because he's extra loopy tonight. Unless he wants to just go to sleep. Oh, he's looking at
Popcorn.
Venom.
I swear to God.
Gonna show him Venom in a second. Look, I can see the future. Ha ha. Don't text for you. Google doesn't like accept those numbers. I've tried before in the past. To sign up for Bigo? Hold on.
Oh my God, I am such a dick. Oh man, guys, I'll tell you what. I will never understand why people like me. Like, for what a mean person I am, I do not understand why people like me. I really don't. Like, when I get old and unattractive, it's probably all going to go away. And people are just going to stop forgiving me for everything all the time. Like, as of right now, I'm just under the assumption that my attractiveness is why most people forgive me for shit. They're just like, oh, he's too cute. It's fine. But later on, I don't think it's going to be that way.
It has to be a Google account.
And I can tell you, because like I'm watching this TV show with a friend of mine. Like, he's just like, he likes to binge shit, right? So like we'll sit and watch TV together. And it's just like a bonding thing. It's just what he likes to do. So like we'll sit and we'll watch TV. And so like there's this one character who is fucking like 4 or 5 different characters in the show, right? All these different females that are like married or have boyfriends or like just worse shit than that. And like he'll go and he'll fuck all these women, but he's supposed to be the good guy, right? But in a traditional sense, because the show is like a traditional show. So he's technically supposed to be the bad guy. Well, in the show, they like glorify him and make him look really good. And like they forgive him and make excuses for all this shit. And it's literally mostly just because he's like really attractive. And it's actually, in my opinion, super hilarious to watch because like it's a very serious show, right? But like thank you, you didn't. I like your turn signal. That's how you do it. Now tonight, they're gonna rub their dicks to my face. Virtually. In their mind. Not physically. Because when they find you hot enough, they almost hit you with their cars so that you have to look at their faces. But I'll be okay. No worries. All right. Oh! Poor money. William, thank you for the beans. And Slipper, thanks for the beans. Lizzie. Oh, I just realized that. I just saw those beans now. Yeah, I won't be streaming later tonight. Shanna says, yo, cute chipmunk cheeks. Thank you. Randy, welcome to the broadcast. Lakaya, welcome to the broadcast.
Okay.
All right, I have to go. All right, I have shit I have to do.
My name's Mr.
And I will talk to you very soon.
Mark.
Like, what's it gonna take for a hot female just to come pick me the fuck up? You know, like that's the real question. And what is with the weirdos that pull up on me and just take pictures of me? Like, it's weird. If you said hi, it wouldn't be. They're like, I don't want to be a weirdo and just say hi to you. Like, I get messages like that. Like, I have people texting me with photos they're taking of me on the street while I'm live streaming or just walking down the street, and they'll text me and they'll be like, "Hey, I took your picture. I hope you don't mind." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't mind." I'm like, "Why didn't you say hi?" And they're like, "I didn't say hi because I didn't want to feel weird." I'm like, "You just stalked me and took my picture without telling me about it, and you're worried about being weird? Like, just come say hi. It would be less weird." You know? Like, it would be much less weird if you came up to me and said hello and tried to take a picture with me. Like, stalking me on the street and taking my picture, that's kind of weird. I'm fine with it, but like, it's a lot less weird to do the thing that you said that you're afraid to do. So just like do it. Next time, just do it. Just come say hi. All right. I really have to go because like when I cut up, like, so I go up one of my friends who's a little more famous than the average lives up in the hills. Okay, he's up in the hills, and the females were up in the hills. And I don't want to be live streaming while I'm walking up the hill because it's really dangerous. There's not really any lights, so like going into the Hollywood Hills is not safe, especially with my phone. So I'm going to talk to you guys later. I love you. I'm thankful for you, and we'll talk real soon. Stay real. Stay pretentious. Just kidding. You sucked because you forgot about my birthday. But
it's not your fucking birthday.
You sucked because you forgot about my birthday. But good night. I love you. I can't figure out how to shut this off.
Why did he take so long to figure that out? This isn't a new thing. This isn't a new phone. What was that? What the fuck was that about? Hold on. Vigo's weird. It's making me like sign out on the Safari browser before I just want to see if this works. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing. I never use Facebook. What a confusing land this is. I'm like turning into a boomer. Okay, it's okay. I don't need to worry about that right now. Since he's done, he did end. Okay, he's ended over here, which means he's ended for show. Let me grab the scary thing. Very scary. Patrick Swayze. Rant. I mean, I guess if we go trigger warning. If it doesn't pop up the first, yeah, this is it. This is it right here.
I will literally call corporate or through whatever.
Okay, let's try this again. All right, done. Support awareness this video form. If you don't, otherwise. That's just me saying trigger warning. So like I should say it here too, I guess. Trigger warning. James is crazy in this one. He's a crazy lunatic. And I don't condone any of the things he's about to say. It is edited though. Like you're not gonna hear any bad words. But you'll be able to like guess what the words are. You know what I mean? But this is his crazy racist day because they wouldn't let him on the bus. I don't even know the reason. James is gonna tell you the reasons he thinks it is.
Goddamn bus driver.
So he says the N-word there.
I'm not against black people, but I'll tell you what, I'm officially a goddamn fucking racist. I'm not kidding. I officially hate fucking black people. Because y'all stupid ass motherfuckers keep fucking with my life no matter how much I try to be equal, no matter how much I try to be a nice guy, just because some white guy somewhere either enslaved you 16 generations ago, or you're in a bad mood and you're mad because you can't steal someone's TV today. You're gonna fuck with my life. You're gonna tell me that the goddamn fucking bus doesn't go to Jacksonville. I showed up to the Jacksonville bus. Black bus driver, and yes, you have me on recording saying the N-word. Someone asked me, did I say the N-word? Yes, I did. I said, and I said it right on live. Suck my dick. No matter how much I advocate for these sorry-ass motherfuckers that don't actually want to work, they always turn around and fuck me over. Every time. for their race, for the black people. They're fucking, these freaking, what do you call it? Black power people, Like you got white power people. I don't like that. I don't like freaking, the white power shit. I don't like the black power shit either, as you could imagine. But me personally, I am white. You guys officially sold me on the idea of not liking black people. Why? Because I'm sick and tired of you assholes screwing me over while I try to advocate for you to my own people. I got my own people freaking giving me shit while I stand up for you, and you tell me the fucking bus doesn't go to Jacksonville. The bus driver. I went to the bus station with my $400 fucking ticket, and the bus driver tells me the bus isn't going to Jacksonville, which it was. It was. I was there right on time and everything. And I believed him. I believed the words out of his mouth. He said the bus wasn't going to Jacksonville, so I took him on his word. He's the fucking bus driver. Why would he lie to me? Fucking lies to my face. Said, the bus isn't going to Jacksonville. He said, there's another bus that's full. It's usually here at the same time. No, there wasn't. There was one fucking bus going to that station today. And even the other woman, she goes, no, there's 2 or 3. I looked it up. There's one fucking bus going to Jacksonville today. One single bus. And it was him. And he told me, the black bus driver, and why do I say black? Because when I tell you guys, no matter how much I keep advocating for black people and advocating for equality, I kid you not, every chance that the black man gets, he keeps fucking me over. I'm not kidding you. And when they do try to help me, they fuck it up. So I can't even rely on them anymore. I can't. Like I'm white, and that's it. It's done. You fucked it up officially. I'm here with a broken foot. The other foot is sprained. This is fucking war.
Yeah, he starts a race war. This is him. Well, he said he's already won the race war, even though he's the one not on the bus with 2 broken feet. And I think everyone hates him now. I mean, like, if anyone was like, James says some racist stuff sometimes, but it's pretty like, maybe he's just not educated or something, or he's trying to be edgy. But no, like, I'm pretty sure James is a racist piece of shit after this day. And then he denies it ever happened. He'll say that, like, this is deep faked. There's multiple recordings of this. Like, this fucking happened.
You just started a fucking race war. Trust me. It's done. You should not have fucked me over. You should not have done that. You shouldn't have.
Yeah, that's why his nose is crooked. He's been punched a few times.
That was my one way out of town. A $400 fucking ticket. Somebody got me a ticket out of town. And you're going to fuck me over? Well, guess what? Now your whole race is fucked. You guys want to have a race war? Don't worry. I am Hitler's great-grandchild. I'm literally Hitler's offspring. And all the fucking white people love me. You want a goddamn race war? You're not going to get a war. You're going to get an extermination, because that's what the fuck they do. Trust me. That's what these white boys do when they don't like black people. They will still, it doesn't matter if it's 2020, 2023, they will still hang you in the fucking street. They're not afraid of you. Trust me. And it's fucked up. I don't like that they're that way. I don't. But my point is, I'm over here advocating for you guys. I'm over here being on your side. I'm over here doing everything I could to, like, literally be, the guy in the middle and try and fucking help everybody. And you're going to tell me, you're going to lie to my face, make me miss my bus, and now I can't get to fucking Jacksonville, which will then, give me a transfer on to get the rest of the way to LA.
See, this is pre-LA. This is James, like, I think he ended up in Hollywood the time before. Maybe. Actually, maybe not. Trying to remember where he was the first time he got out of jail. He wasn't out of jail for very long, and then I just remember one night he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go walk. I'm sleeping on a gas station floor. I'm gonna go walk to my ex's place tomorrow morning." People were like, "You're gonna go to jail," and he was like, "We'll see." And he went to jail, and then so the second time, I think this was maybe he had not gotten a taste of LA yet. This is his journey to LA, the craziest journey. This was right after this racist rant. He disappeared for like 3 days, and he was on this journey with the traveling nurse. And then when we seen him again was the clip we played not last night, maybe the night before. We do like a few streams of James a day now. But remember when he was like, "I'm being held hostage. I got to get out of here," with the dog? This was right before that.
And you want me to be on your side? Just, he was just having a bad day. No, fuck you, fuck your whole lineage, fuck your family line, fuck your color. We're not any different. I'm gonna say that right now. White people, black people are not any different. The only difference between us is the melanin in our skin, literally. And I'm still gonna say fuck you, officially, just because of that. Just because you want to make this a fucking thing. Well, then I'm gonna, like, what else could I do? Like, do you guys not realize how much I hinder myself by trying to be an equalist? Do you not realize that I would be filthy fucking rich if I wasn't advocating for everybody and not just white people?
I haven't seen James help anyone of any color. But, like, what is he even talking about? You know what I mean? He would be rich if he wasn't helping out so many people of color. What are you talking about?
And how I'm sitting here with a broken foot and the other foot sprained. I'm supposed to be on that fucking bus getting the rest of the way home and get the help I need. And some ass bitch dude fucking turns around and tells me that the bus isn't going to Jacksonville. Makes me stranded in Titusville. Well, fuck you. That's it. It's done. What the fuck else? People are like, no, it can't be a last straw. You're overreacting. No, I'm not. I've been dealing with this shit for years. And I'm sick and tired of it. I don't need it anymore. It's done. I've chosen my side. I've chosen the person I am. I'm choosing the way that I am. If you don't like it, you can suck my dick. And that's that. I'm not a family man. I don't have child-friendly content. I'm not sunshine and rainbows for everybody. I'm real. And the reality is people are shit. People suck. They're not there for you. They're not friendly. They're nice to you when they get what they want. They're good to you when they think they can get something out of you. But the moment they either don't like you or they can't get something, they're fucking trespassing you. Trust me. The moment, like I'm telling you, they'll be best buddies with you for years and give you everything that friggin'. And the moment they're not getting what they want, they're trying to figure out how to fuck you over. And trust me when I say most everybody is that way, which is super fucked up, but it's the way it is. And I'm still going out to California, and you will hear me openly use the N-word. You will. I'm 100% serious. I grew up saying the N-word, said it all the time, when we were online playing Call of Duty, that. And you know what? If you don't like it, fuck you. Makes me sound uneducated. I'll tell you the truth. I'm to a point in my life where I don't want people to know that I'm educated. I don't want people to know that I'm smart. So I'm going to use the N-word and let people think I'm stupid because I prefer it.
I love it because, like, on the streams, like the most recent streams, he's like, I'm not educated. I got my high school. I didn't finish college. I want to go back to school. And then this one, he's like, I don't even want people to know how educated I am. Like, he actually fucking got anywhere with his education. He's this guy. He's a funny guy. Well, he's not. This day he was evil. I'm surprised he didn't get his fucking ass handed to him. Like, this is out in public. He's just at like the bus station yelling this into the world. He's not being quiet about it. I guess people in Titusville like just don't give a fuck. That's crazy to me. It's crazy.
And to the people who are into crime and all that, who are racist, you can still fuck off because I don't want to have anything to do with you. But to those of you who are educated and you are pro-white, which is different than anti-black, if you're pro-white, I'm on for you because I'm white and I'm sick of black people fucking me over when I look out for everybody. I'm tired of looking out for everybody, and sitting here in this situation is ridiculous. I would not be if I stuck with my own people. So I'm sorry to say to you guys who I could tell you literally right now as we sit here, I have millions of people of color, of all different colors, not white, that have been counting on me and relying on me and being able to use my name, for their own protection and this and that.
Who is using James? No one's using James at all. He's just making shit up at this point. I think this is like a really crazy, like, it's like an approach to begging for money. So he thinks like white supremacists would give him money now to get out of Titusville, to get to Jacksonville, to get to fucking LA. It didn't work. I mean, like, he found some chickie, but I don't think it was because of this rant that he found the chickie.
You're all done. Whatever the hell happens to you from here on in, from this moment, not my problem. Done.
Thanos snap.
End of story. I'm on my own side. I can't. I'm not with that. No way. You're not going to treat me that way. You're not going to lie to my face and then be stuck in Titusville when I'm supposed to be on my way to California, to the land of milk and honey, getting everything that I need, all the resources, getting on my feet and get where I need to be. So I have somebody right now looking in to get me an Uber to see if I can still pick up the rest of the buses, but we'll see what happens. Let me take a look. And if you are someone who's not white and you think you're going to hinder my process, either with getting my documentation, whether it's buses, if I'm at a restaurant, if you're not white, that's great. I don't care. I'm not against you, but I'm not for you. I'm officially for me, and I'm for my own race, because y'all are for your own race. You're helping each other. If you weren't fucking me over, it would be different. But you're fucking me over, so I can't help you anymore. It's done. I'm done helping you, and I don't want your help.
Let me remind anyone who maybe have just come into this. James got a fake bus ticket, right? It said that this bus was going to Jacksonville. Some bus comes. I don't know where the fucking bus is going, but I think the bus driver would have any reason to lie to him. He's like, this isn't the bus to Jacksonville. Like, sorry. and then drove off. And now James is starting a fucking race war over it because he's like, he lied to me. The bus was going to Jacksonville, and now I'm stranded in Titusville. And race war.
So thirdly then is where if I see you at a business or if you're supposed to be doing your job, whatever you're doing, trust me when I say, if you treat me as a white man in any other way except as an equal customer, if you get personal with me over race or anything, you're losing your job. No, like literally, I will make a vendetta point of it. I will go out of my way and look like an ass, and I will.
Right, and the bus driver was black. That's why James got a fake bus ticket. How do we know? Probably because there was no bus. Like there was a bus. The bus ticket also like it cost like way too much money. I think. I'm trying to think. Steve Kelso said he didn't buy the bus ticket. I think someone sent him like a Photoshop bus ticket or something. I know Matty R took credit for it, but I don't think he actually did it. I know Conger didn't do it. Maybe Conger did do it. I don't know. Conger says he didn't do it. He also said he didn't dox James, and he didn't dox James. So that's so far this year, Conger hasn't told me a lie yet, I think. So yeah, I mean, like he's good this year.
Make sure you lose your job if you do not give me proper.
Wait, no, he did lie about something, but he didn't lie to me.
Service, because I can tell you for a fact, I would still give you proper service. I would still go, and no matter what your color is, because it's American business, I would still make sure that I did my job, and that would be that. So like I said, if I'm going somewhere and like I said, if you're somebody who's in support of equality and you're still brainwashed to think that they're going to do more for you than you're doing for them, you still better give me proper service, or I really will make it a point to make sure you lose your job. Like I will, like, even if I get trespassed, I have to go sit somewhere else. I will literally call corporate. I'll go through whatever processes I have to. I will get your name and I will make sure you lose your job. So if I show up at your business,
have we seen him call corporate this season yet? I don't think so. I haven't seen James like even threaten that. I feel like he might have today. I know that he just like walks around and says people are fired, but I never see him like pull this out. This is a classic of James. He called a Subway corporate. He called Starbucks corporate. Something happened at Panera Bread. I don't know what happened, but he really just didn't even talk about them. One day he was there, one day he wasn't. He's like, I'm never going back to Panera Bread again, and I'm not going to say anything else about it. So I don't know what the fuck happened there, but don't think he called Panera Bread corporate.
Better fucking give me service. Don't treat me nice. Don't treat me with favor. Don't treat me with privilege, but do your fucking job. And we're cool. I'm not asking. I'm telling you. That's what you're going to do if I show up at your establishment. You're going to treat me properly.
Yeah, now you can do that, Emily. So like most of the videos and stuff that I put up are on like the lowest tier, so like everyone can see them. So basically that's why I'm like, if you're going to pay for a membership, you just do like the lowest one. Because I don't know. I post other stuff? I was supposed to post music on the second tier, and then the highest tier is just like, I even say in the description, I'm like, this is just to give me more money. Don't use it. I'm trying to get rid of it actually, but it's like I'll lose a bunch of people, so I don't know. But yeah, you can see like whatever tier you're on, you'll see like a bunch of stuff in there.
And if you don't, I'm taking your job. End of story. I don't care what color you are. So because for me, it's the same way. If I was in your position, I would not be some emotional ball mistreating you. I would not fricking send the police or be the police fricking getting triggered and emotional and making my job about something other than what it's supposed to be. So, that's that, like I said. But let me take a look and see if I have an Uber coming or if I could get somebody getting an Uber, and then I'll head on out. Give me 2 seconds.
Now, did I edit this? Yes, I did. Okay.
There, sorry, give me a second.
James used to go away for like 5 minutes at a time, and old me, I think, actually edited those gaps. Hopefully, I mean, like I was trying to show you guys the dog stream yesterday, and there was like gaps in that. There were like second gaps, but it was still like it was like unwatchable. I hated that shit. I was very disappointed with Past Me the other day.
I'm trying to get to my messages, but they're not popping up. I think it's the heat. I can't open my snaps. But message me on here. If you're Snapchatting me and you're trying to send me a message, just message. Like I said, I vented. I let it out. I just told you guys what I needed to tell you.
But I think he still gets angry though. He must.
You know, I can't do it. I can't have it. I can't be the nice guy anymore. I can't. And you guys know when it comes down to things, I say it how it is. I don't just keep my mouth shut. So that's that. You know, if you don't like it, don't fuck with me. End of story. Я тебе все хорошо. Привет, как дела? Нет, Aisha. Люблю. Carlene, thanks for the follow.
So he just stays here the whole day. He stays outside and then goes inside this bus station, and that's all he did this day for like 5 fucking hours. Just racist rant and I don't know how much else of this you want to see. Maybe he did simmer down a bit. I know that he goes on about his lineage with Hitler. I put that in like a short though. You guys can see that there. But that's like, yeah, the first 10 minutes is basically like just right off the bat. Like as soon as I opened the phone to record, he was like, "Bleh!" I was like, holy fucking shit. Holy shit. You're now a member? It should notify me. It should be like, "Blah!" You remember now, and then I can pop it up. When was he the nice guy? I don't think he was ever a nice guy. I don't think ever. Never ever. Trying to think of there was like another thing I wanted to show you the other day. I showed you guys. Oh, I don't think I found it. That's why. I didn't find the one that I wanted to show you. There was him picking his nose, but that's not really. It's because he had the fucking bat in the cave. That's why I want to show you that, but that's like pretty much. I'm not gonna go looking for that again. What else? I guess that's it. So we can wrap it up here. I'm gonna try to get some other things done. I'm gonna try to do some other stream other than James. If James will fucking let me. Do you think he's gonna come back tonight? Let's see what won the poll. Well, James, I guess he didn't find the toilet bandit either. I don't know. Do you think James will come back tonight? Did anyone win at Big O? There's some old words from last season on there, so I don't know. But yeah, no worries, guys. I wanted to catch up on Rev and Shani, but I also want to finish the stupid Alan video. You know, Alan's still sending me like voice memos. Alan, stop. Just stop talking to me. Stop talking to me, or else. It's not a threat. It's just like, or else like he's like, stop talking about me, Steve. I'm like, well, you stop talking to me, and I'll stop talking about you. I'm trying to stop talking to you. Won't let me. Alan is I don't know. You'll see. Daisy's Alan. Yes, Daisy's Alan. Let me check something here. Oh, that's not the right one. The Ramones? The Ramones aren't bad. The Ramones. Sue him! That's what Alan wants to do to me. Anyways, I will see you guys maybe tonight. No, it's already 1 in the morning. Maybe, I don't know, maybe. Probably the morning. It's already the morning. So, like, if I'm up in the day, then you'll see me then. Unless I get lonely or something. I don't fucking know. But, congratulations once everyone became a member. Thank you, Emily Watchros, for becoming a member. And, maybe Jay Sutton. I don't know. And toodles for now. Blah.